What's going on, everybody? How are we doing this fine early morning? Hello, hello, hello. We'll get everybody in here, huh? Hope you are all well. How did you all like that new intro there? I created that last night along with the new live streaming applications, which I apparently messed up. Here, let me fix that. Boom. See? Much better now. So, hello, Nikki, Melody, Q, Gear Grinding. How you all doing tonight? Yeah, not bad. I actually played that beginning 45 seconds with my new instrument, the Buddhist singing bowl, that is. And, you know, the whole countdown thing, I had to create my own because everything else had the backgrounds on it, you know, the labels for it. I didn't like that at all. So I just created my own. So what are we all up to tonight? Gina wanted to come on here, and as you see in the description, we are talking garden talk tonight, preparations, and as you see in our background, we have a beautiful lush garden, and that's what our garden is going to look like this year. I tell you, it really is going to look that great. What is sown our roots with Christy? What's going on? Hope you are well. Wifey is currently putting her face on, as you know, they would say. So, anyone want to come up and talk garden talk with us? Let us know. Wifey, how are you doing? Wifey is almost ready. She will be the entertainment of the garden talk. I can talk, you know, how to build things and how to put seeds in the ground. But other than that, not too much. Yeah. Oh, our next video? Well, I'm going to go ahead and put the link out. Yeah, I know. Yeah. No. I'll be the only one that sees it here, and I will have to accept my fate. So, if any of you, you know, want to show me your Peter, I will not broadcast it for you, but I guess I'll have to look at it. But seriously, anybody wants to come up, there's the link. The link is in the link. Look at this. We already have a taker. Melody, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. So this tonight is a perfect episode for you to jump up and talk with us.
It is. What's tonight's topic?
Tonight's topic is gardening, pre-planning gardening, where to find the best buy for your dollar, and just overall setup for the upcoming season.
That sounds awesome. Good topic. My alley.
Inspiration from you.
Yeah. Inspiration from you, Gina just said. So
is that what she said? Gina better stop putting on her face. Look at me. I'm just laying in bed drinking chocolate milk. It'll take her the whole show to get done.
Me, I just threw on this old ratty shirt and set up the whole, you know, background.
I didn't. I just turned the light on and put my glasses on. Good to go.
Yeah.
So I haven't been sleeping, so yeah. I at least wanted to look alive.
Yeah, we've been a little bit on hiatus. Family things are getting really rough lately.
But hi. Perfect for you to jump up because one of the topics I have tonight is from your channel.
Yeah.
It is. What is that?
It is. And I put it in the chat on Sunday, and I don't know if you got to see it or not, but look what I found.
Shut up. You got it.
We now have
54.
50 of these.
Awesome. I have so many back up in the basement. You guys just hit the jackpot. I kid you not.
Yep.
Oh, Melody, as soon as I saw him hit the shelf, I literally grabbed every single one they had in the store. I was like, thank you. I don't even care if that is selfish. I'm taking them all.
It looks like we're going to have Nikki up here as well, Melody, as soon as she gets her laptop going. So we have a bunch of gardeners coming up tonight.
So yeah, I have my laptop. I probably should have tried out the camera in the inside of it, but I don't know.
This is the laptop with the camera?
No, this is my phone.
I was going to say, it looks fine.
I'm too much of a sissy to try the laptop. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'm just going to end up ordering a camera. I did say that. So that I don't know how long that's going to take.
If you have a webcam, Mel, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Like I said before, I would much rather have the computer than the camera, because you can buy a camera once you have the computer.
Yeah, if you have if it has everything else you need in the computer, way better off buying a camera.
Q Kitchen. Yeah. There's the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, this is from the Dollar Tree, and you can
find them now.
Yes.
Find them right now.
If you can find them in your store
now, can I interrupt and say something?
Yep.
Yeah.
To Q or anyone else that's interested in these, remember, I have, what is it? The first video where I found them along with seeds. Second video was how many of the stacks I put together. And then I also did a video on how to get them not to crack and how you can keep them up in some tornadoes. So
I didn't see that video, Melody, how you keep them not from cracking. But you see, everybody, this is what they do. And this is what Melody has. She has 2 towers that are 12 tall. Is that right?
No, I have 3 towers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have one on each side of the garden and then one in the back. I think one is 15 high, the other one is 12, and then 13.
So we'll be pretty. Yeah. I think they'll be probably 12 or 13 high.
Yeah, and this is going to go great with our planning this year.
When I did the end of the season, I promised everyone, because that video is, I don't know, 2K maybe. Hi, Nikki.
Hey, Melody.
I think the video might be like 2K. What the heck was I just going to say, Nikki? You distracted me. Yeah, girl. I have to think. I think the video is 2K initially on those, and then I followed up and did a review on how they lasted. And obviously, in case she's like weren't paying attention, we had 6 tornadoes here, 6 hurricanes, whatever you want to call them, and those were still standing.
Wow.
But
yeah, Melody, it's just a little decoration.
Melody, they have ladybugs too.
Yeah, little decoration of ladybugs.
They're just they go on the side of your planters.
Well, you know, the unfortunate thing is, my friend has my bank card, and he's the one that thought he had the flu. Now he tested positive for COVID. So.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
So I won't be getting my bank card anytime soon to go hit up the Dollar Tree for seeds or see what they have there. So you might have to hoard some ladybugs for me, Gina.
Kicking it with Harold. Hello.
So
yeah, these guys.
Hopefully we are back on Homestead Aquarius's team this year.
Let me turn that off. Little froggies.
We got some froggy friends.
I thought it was a raccoon at first.
Wait, well, I'm sure they have them too. We have them out in the greenhouse already.
Yeah,
that's
I got
cute.
A whole bunch of different little guys to go on my.
She went crazy at the dollar store today, as you can tell, everyone.
You're making me want to go to the dollar store now.
We all need to go
in months.
Right?
Just don't go to the one here, because I literally had to stand in line for 40 minutes.
What's that?
Oh,
gear says you can buy those
one
planters
cash,
on the dollar.
One cashier.
The only thing with that gear is you got to get them now. We tried doing that last year, but Melody bought them all last year. Melody.
Lies. Lies, I tell you. No. Listen, when they come in, you do have to
online. They were sold out last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. You can either
phone
go to
numbers
the,
for
you can either
Christy.
go to the store and get them, and if you don't go to the store, go on their website. They will ship them to your nearest store, but you have to pay for the shipping. So the way to not pay the $15 or $18 shipping is to well, no, I think if they send them to your house, you definitely have to pay for the shipping. But if you ship them to the store, you don't have to pay for any shipping. But last year they were like a total hit. I did that video and had no idea that video was going to skyrocket. See,
Nice.
I'm going to smack her. Shoot, you might have to loan me some seeds there, Gina.
That's not even the half. You don't even know.
The sad
It's so
part is,
bad.
all right, you look at that stack of seeds, right? And you think, oh, wow, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
No.
That's $8 right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
$8.
because what are there?
And,
$4
you
for
know,
$1?
we can attest that the Dollar Tree seeds are probably 80 to
4 for
95% germination.
Yeah, that's what I just said. $4 for $1. I'm familiar. Remember, I did seed hauls.
They're amazing.
They're better germination rate than any of the fancy companies.
Well, I don't know if you guys went back that far from when I met you to actually, but yeah, I did some seed hauls from like Home Depot. I did seed hauls from the dollar store. So if I had to speak about what dollar store seeds I use, the zinnias absolutely work. String beans were great. Trying to think. There were a few that weren't the greatest, but I mean, overall, I'm not going to say anything bad. I think it's like a 90% germination rate with the Dollar Tree seeds.
Right. So that's
for
two
anybody
people
that wants to try to garden. That's really the way to go.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you're not sure you're going to stick with it because it's $4 for $1, you can't beat it.
So that's
for anybody that wants to try to garden. That's really the way to go.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you're not sure you're going to stick with it because it's $4 for $1, you can't beat it. So that's anybody that wants to try to garden. That's really the way to go.
Christy, can you mute
Just
your
turn down
YouTube? Turn down your
device.
YouTube. Yeah, turn down your YouTube
think
for
she's
us. Just so we don't get the echo. You good? Yeah, turn down
There we
your
go.
YouTube for us. All
I was
right,
wondering
just so we
why I
don't
was
get the echo.
hearing myself talk.
Oh,
I was
you good?
I'm good. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, just you know, turn off your YouTube or mute it.
I was wondering why I was hearing myself talk.
So that way we don't
I'm
get the
good.
feedback and the echo. You know what I mean?
All right, so while she's fidgeting with that,
Yeah, hold on, baby. I want to make sure this is good first. Oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Let me work on that real quick.
Yeah, just go to
We'll
your
just
page
mute
that
you.
you have open that's playing in the background. Go to that page and mute it.
Oh.
She left.
oh, she left us.
So,
Wicked
Chrissy,
ringing
what
in
you
my
do
ear.
is just exit out of YouTube and come up in StreamYard. Just have StreamYard up on your computer panel.
And Chris can highlight the chat so you can see.
Yes, yeah. Well, you can see it in YouTube as well. Sorry, guys. You know, new people figuring
Learning,
things out,
learning.
right? We've all been
Yeah,
there.
we've all started somewhere, right? Happened to
Yep.
me.
So these ones I was so freaking excited about. And if anybody watched John's end of the year
Oh yeah.
videos, you know that he is the king of mammoth sunflowers.
Yeah, supposedly.
Suppo-
you know.
Well,
I beat him last year on the sunflower, so he can kiss my butt.
I'm going to try to be the queen of mammoth sunflowers.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, you have to be, what is it? You have to be 14 or 15, I think it was. Because John was 13 and mine was 15.
Oh, jeez.
But I
That's
love
insane.
sunflowers. Oh my God, I love them.
Melody, and that's another thing I learned from you. I tried to grow mine in pots. We tried to do a lot of container stuff. You can't do it with sunflowers. The
No.
stalk is
No,
just
not the
way
mammoth.
too-
Well, the Russian is the one that gets real tall, and the mammoth, you will get multiple heads that keep going. And that's what I love about them. They're fantastic, but just plant them in the ground. Don't even bother putting in a pot. It never works
I
out.
think so last year I was going to build more raised beds, but I think I'm going to turn it into lower raised beds, like foot tall ones, and bury them into the earth as opposed to having that barrier like a refrigerator, or you know what I mean. Like
So it's going to
container.
actually go down into
deep
the
down
ground.
into the ground. All right, let's try Christy again.
I think I got it working now.
Yeah, are you good?
No
Hey.
echoes. Woohoo!
Yeah, no
Hi,
echoes.
Christy.
Perfect. So welcome. How are you?
Christy again. I think I got it working now.
Oh, yeah. Are you good? Oh, no, you have the echo still. Perfect.
I don't know why it's echoing.
So do you have 2 pages up right now? Oh, yeah. No, you have the echo still.
Huh. I don't know why it's echoing.
Yeah, do you have YouTube up right now?
If you're still watching us on YouTube, then that's the echo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you want to do is shut off YouTube.
Just shut off the volume. You don't have to turn the whole video off. Just mute it. Then
Yep.
that's the echo.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. What you want to do is shut off YouTube.
Just shut off.
All right. We'll come back. We'll see if it works again.
But yeah, if nobody has checked out the Dollar Tree seeds, it's called the American Seed Company.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I mean,
literally,
Melody will sit there and tell you the same thing. They're great.
You'll find just everything that you see in Baker Creek, True Leaf.
You do realize last season was my very first time of ever trying a dollar store seed.
And you didn't regret it, right?
No.
No,
Okay.
I mean, you saw we harvested those
All right.
right out of. We just finished those off actually
Mute the
with
YouTube.
Christmas.
Yeah.
No, you did. I still have a bunch on the stairs down in the cellar to
I
get
know,
going.
Melody, you had a freaking ton of butternut squash.
Yeah.
Those raviolis look amazing.
I'm going to try it again.
You know what? They look like poop on camera, and then after I was done recording it, then it all worked out. It's always like that. Today I made homemade focaccia, 2 of them.
Can you hear me?
Recording it, then it all worked out. It's always like that.
Yeah, we can hear you, but I think
Okay.
you still have YouTube on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you still have YouTube on, Christy.
Yeah, whether it's on your phone or on another page.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, I made 2 focaccias today. Not my recipe. I did Laura Vitale's recipe, and my roommate had like the sniffles and a cough. So it was like all you hear is all the dogs because it's hardwood floors in here. So all you hear in my video is like from their feet going back and forth. And then you hear him accepting a phone call from his sister to make sure he doesn't have the C. And he keeps saying the C in the background. I had to keep pausing, and I'm like, you can't say that. I'm recording on YouTube. So, of course, me not have like any drama going on inside my video would be remarkable.
Yeah. Well, we find ourselves holding our tongue and having to record like certain things. We're like, what up?
I feel like I have to do it. I have to do my videos. I feel like after 7:30 at night when he goes to bed, it's 7.
Like Nikki, you and Jay's mail call.
No.
That was like, that was so us behind the scenes. We're like, all right, get it out now.
Yeah. Chrissy, that's okay. The best thing to do is bring up a friend and then send them the link and just play around in StreamYard. You know, just fiddle faddle with your friend,
So,
not live, but you can just figure things out.
Yeah, you can go behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
But the one thing you want to remember when you pop up on panel is you're gonna click on that link, and once you click that link, if you have any other YouTube open, whether it's your phone, your computer, if it's in the background, you're gonna get that residual echo.
So basically what we're telling you is you should only have one tab open, and that's the StreamYard link, and everything else should be fine as long as your phone is off. Everything else should fall into
play. And like
play.
I said, if you want to read chat, you can still have
your
you
phone
can still
in your
have
hand.
it open. You just can't have any volume.
You guys have me like wanting to look at Craigslist right now to see if there's any free stuff that I can go pick up. So I had to get the link emailed to me.
That's the way to do it. Why not? By the way, Joe, how are you, buddy? I did highlight you. I just got a moment to say hello. Hope you are well. You're probably driving.
Stay safe out there, Joe.
Yeah. So, Nikki, what are your plans, huh?
My plans for planting stuff.
Oh, yeah, gardening.
I am so itching to do some plant starts, but I don't want to do them too early to where they're giant and I have to deal with giant plants inside my house with the kids and the dogs, and where am I going to put them? But I am itching to grow something. I've been thinking about possibly popping some of these. I don't know if you can see it.
That's from Joe, right?
Ooh, Gorilla Glue.
Nope. Oh, no, never mind.
What is that?
That is a special type of plant,
That
Melody.
is a special herb, Melody.
It's a special herb that I have a prescription for, even though it's legal in my state.
Legal in some states, not all states. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm itching to plant.
I started a little series where like, everybody wants to know, how do I do it? What do I do? Blah, 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 blah. And the first thing I came out with is like, I got to get organized first. I washed all my stuff. You know, I washed it, trays. I have a whole trash. I did that video to then build it up to like, when I start my seeds, everybody else can follow along. That's kind of why I was doing it the way that I was doing it.
Right.
You know, because it's way too early right now. You're in what, Nikki? Nikki, weren't you surprised to see me in your live?
Yes, I was so excited. I'm like, oh my God, Melody's here.
I know, I got a notification and I was like, holy shit. I mean, oops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember Brittany was in there and all, and I was like, oh, okay, well, hopefully she sees me in here. So, you know.
Heck yeah.
Hello, Lewis.
I finally caught one. I was glad.
Barb's country home.
Yeah. Barb,
Did
say
you
hello.
say Barb? Hi,
Hello,
Barb.
Melody.
Hi,
Hi.
Barb's country home.
So
I have that growing outside right now, Chris.
this
I
package
had
of
some
seeds,
Swiss
Tell
chard
you a story about this.
Can you see? It's kind of in the wind a little bit, but this is a Dollar Tree pack of seeds, which is the
Swiss
heirloom
chard.
variety of Swiss chard mixed combo. We have a plant that is 1 year and 4 months old right now in our greenhouse of this right here. It's
Yeah, mine's
unbelievable.
out there underneath the hoop, underneath the row cover, growing right now too, from the Dollar Tree.
They
Literally, Melody, those things will withstand
Yeah.
below freezing temperatures.
and not to mention it's
It
over a year
makes-
old.
it-
Everybody, it's crazy.
When it freezes, oh my God, it tastes so much better.
Yeah, yeah,
Especially
like candy.
the stem. It tastes almost exactly like a beet.
Yeah.
Once it gets
Wow.
frost. Yeah, it's
Well, remember, I was the chick that couldn't grow beets until, you know, for quite a few years. I just never really messed with beets, but I absolutely adore them. I love eating them.
yeah.
And last year was my first year where I said, I'm going to really try to accomplish growing beets. The only way that I thought really worked for me, for anybody that can't grow them, is don't just put the seed in the ground. For some reason, it just doesn't work out right. I like to put them in the cell, and then I transplanted them right into the bed. They did fantastic.
Yeah,
I will
that's what-
never
Wow.
put the seed.
The
And you know what I
last
did?
time when I actually grew beets, like I planted them plenty of times and they did nothing. They were
Yeah.
beautiful leaves, but
Mm,
never
yeah,
got a
leaves.
root.
Well, I
Right.
tried 2 different experiments. I put some in the bed, which I talked about on the video, and the other one I did in a cell count. And
Yeah.
I transferred out the ones in the cell count. The cell count did great. I've already harvested them. What did I say? That was like 60 pounds of beets. And the ones I did by the seed, they're still out there.
That's awesome.
They're literally
Wow.
still out there. So there's
60 pounds.
the proof. Yeah. Like it just doesn't work out well that way. Yesterday was our first like really cold temps here yesterday. They were calling for snow and the snow came. And it literally was just like snowflakes. It just dusted the grass and it was gone like 10 minutes later. So
Yeah, we really
but
haven't seen
I
anything.
saw this was chart out there and I'm like,
So Pastor
You got
McQuarrie,
beat
I
this
just wanted
time.
to answer this real quick. So we're going to try to get into a regimen of being the late night crew.
mhm.
Anytime past 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is
We could be on.
It's probably going to be our time slot. The reason why you didn't get a notification is because I gave YouTube about a 10 minutes head up before I went on. So that's what you
I
kind of
got a
expect from us.
notification this time. Normally
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
But I think it's good for you guys. It works with your work schedule. And for the
exactly.
people that are having trouble sleeping, like I was in bed. Hello, you like my hair? And I'm like, I
Love it.
heard the ding and I'm like, oh, it's Chris and Gina. I went right on. I don't care what I look like.
But here's the thing, Nikki, it's 10:30 there, right?
Yep.
Most adults are like, yeah, I still got an hour and a half before I have to crash and get up and go to work. So
I mean, I'm like, it's 1:30 in the morning here. Mel, what are you nuts?
Yeah.
Get off YouTube. I can't. It's you guys.
I do 22 hours a day of YouTube, so try to beat that, everyone.
Yeah.
Dang.
He literally just has his phone running 24/7.
Whether it's I'm sleeping and meditation music's on the TV and Robert's playing on the phone in the background, and just 22 hours a day that it's on.
Wow.
I try to do as much as I can for this community because you all have done so much for Gina and I. You don't realize it, but you all have done so much for us on a mental level, really.
Yeah, totally have.
Yeah. YouTube can be a lifesaver, like somebody said in my live on Sunday. It could be a lifesaver and also a nightmare at the same time. But I like YouTube. I like the people. I like the community.
Exactly.
So,
I think it's only a nightmare if you let it be a nightmare.
Yeah. Just put your energy into good things, not bad things, and that's what you'll receive back.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Heck with the drama.
I don't
go the other way.
Yeah.
I don't get into those other lives where they're all in there drinking, yelling, and screaming. I just can't handle it. My system will go and
there are some. I'll tell you, Melody. There are some of them that are awesome.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but when when they start,
not when they're fighting. They're all fighting over each other.
Nikki knows what I'm talking about. Like the testosterone levels start getting very high. That's what I don't like. But if people are like, oh, F you, you effing effer, like joking around, that's cool. Yeah.
Unless it's real serious. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah,
exactly.
We don't.
No.
Hey, Chris.
Kathy Bates,
you can feel that.
Hilarious.
Yeah, Kathy Bates,
Chris.
Nikki. Yeah.
I love Kathy Bates.
Yeah,
she makes me laugh so much.
I love her.
Yeah.
And oh my God, she became a member of the Poop Troop last night. That was so cool.
Axe did. Melody,
I know.
Axe.
Yeah, she was the one jamming out to him.
Really? Melody?
That was Axe, right?
Yeah,
Melody?
Axe. He created a song for Chatio.
Yeah.
That was the song.
I was jamming out to his
I didn't
Chatio
know
song.
Melody knew her.
Oh, I don't
know him.
Oh.
That's what. Yeah, I know Nikki does. Melody. Do you know Axe? The YouTuber ACTS.
No.
Axe. He just cover band guy goes live and just rocks out, jams out with live music. Every Sunday.
Him and his wife Nacho. They're really cool. They have like a little over 300 subscribers, if I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I could not believe that. I was like,
for real.
How?
Live music.
And they have they sing pretty much PG songs. I've requested some really dirty songs and they won't play them. I want some Tenacious D, okay? And those songs are just not appropriate.
And I love how they like completely change the song and make it their own. Like that's
right.
Awesome.
That's right. Sowing our
roots.
That's a tongue twister.
Sown our roots.
Yeah. Now we got to get Passamaquoddy to the brown side. Come join the brown side, Passamaquoddy.
I can never say that name ever, so I just don't bother.
No.
Passamaquoddy?
Yeah.
Passamaquoddy? I don't know. You know me. I'm great at butchering people's names. I always try not to.
Well, that was me with Huga. I was like, Hige, what's up, Hige? And everybody's like,
that took me a minute too with Huga. And so I finally I was like, Huga.
Yeah.
But I think
that
can
remind me of Passaconway.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. But no, Sonar Roots, Axe, Kathy Bates, and
Cindy?
No,
Cindy's another hilarious one.
What was the other one, Nikki? The other guy who filmed last night. Wild Man? Arc Man Wild?
I don't remember.
Yeah, there was so many popping up.
Yeah.
Hope times.
You should join now that you're YouTube famous and making tons of money.
When I was in Nikki's live, I saw, Courtney had said the night, I forget which live I was in, and she's like, Garden Geeks or something, and I'm like, yeah, right. And then she heard my weight and she's like, you really should become a Poop Troop member. And I was like, yeah, I was thinking about it. So I'm thinking about it.
It's a shout out every time.
I currently don't have my bank card right now. My friend has it and he has COVID.
You know what the best thing about it too, Melody, and everybody who's in here, most of them are Poop Troop members anyway. there's special things behind the scenes, such as CPR classes that are for members, painting classes that are for
Editing
members,
classes.
editing classes as well with Viper.
And there's a really good one with Mama Bear Prepping about
Oh,
yeah,
growing your
Melody.
channel. That
Just
one
for
is a
that.
I watch
must
Mama Bear prepping her all the time. I watch
Yeah.
her all the time.
Behind the
Mhm.
scenes, she
This is-
tells
yeah,
you how
she
she's so
was-
successful.
She was
Yeah.
on Courtney's live and she gave tips to boost
That
your
that
YouTube
alone
channel.
is $12 worth it. You
Yeah.
know, just to sit there for that 1 hour and listen to Mama Bear. And she does very well. I'm not going to disclose
She does.
anything. She does
Yeah, she does.
very, very well with YouTube.
Mhm.
And she discloses her numbers too and how she
Yeah.
got there.
I'm not doing it. She can do
Yeah.
it. The members
Yeah.
can find out. But yeah, she
Yeah.
does very well, and she's very knowledgeable what she's talking
and she
about.
shared everything she knew.
Yeah,
with
we've
us.
been
Yeah.
taking notes. I don't know if you've noticed in the descriptions and everything, Melody.
I've
but
watched
we've
it 3
been doing
times.
lately.
You've been doing what in the
I
description
gotta
lately?
rewatch it because we were kind of at
Yeah, we
work.
were at work. So just in our description, she describes that you want to fill up descriptions as much as possible. They give you 5,000 characters for a reason. You
Well,
know,
I
tell
filled
an
out
elaborate
mine.
story, like, you know, embellish it. Put a lot
Yeah,
of
I write
hashtags.
about the video, and if it's a recipe, I'll talk about the recipe and I'll list all the ingredients all
Exactly.
down in the description.
Yep, and then your hashtags is
Email
very
and address
important.
to be able to send something to, that's in there, you know.
Yep,
I
hashtags,
I
Melody.
want a
That's what I'll
different
tell you.
background though. Huh?
Hashtags is very important. That's what I'll
Yes,
tell
I
you.
know.
Yep.
Title,
Believe me, I
description.
know, and that's the
Put
part
'em
that always
anywhere
gets
you
me
can put 'em.
stumped
What was
constantly.
that extra space that we found? What was that called?
The other tags.
Oh yeah, the other tags. That's another thing.
Did you
wanna
know
be
that there's
making
two
sure.
sets of hashtags? We didn't know that until
I did. I just
Mama-
ignored them.
Yeah, you want
I
to
just
fill those up
bypassed it all
too.
the time.
And
Yeah.
another suggestion, TubeBuddy. It really does help.
Yes.
They give you suggestions for tags.
Sonar Roots with Christy, you can actually go back into Courtney's history for private member chats and get these lessons that are already there on
Yeah,
YouTube.
you want to go to the community page.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe we
interesting.
should talk to Courtney and, you know, have her put it in a playlist if she can. That'd just be more convenient for us. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Would.
I don't know if you're able to do that or whatever. Just suggestions, talking out loud, really. I'm sure she'll show up now because her ears are ringing. That cosmic.
Yeah, she always is when somebody's talking about her, and then she pops in.
You know who's notorious for that? Lurker
Willow
John. Come out, Lurker John.
I just said that. Willow Grow. Homestead Aquarius is good for that too.
That too,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Aquarius.
I know you
What's
were
up, Robert?
distracted
What's
Sunday
up,
night.
John?
I've seen him around lately.
Yeah.
Well, I know you were distracted Sunday night on my live, but you know, I was just discussing truth. Nothing bad about anything to do with Shed Wars, but I do have to officially move in. So I can't
All right.
officially say whether I would do Shed Wars again or not. As soon as I started talking like words on about Shed Wars, well, he popped right in. I was like, I guarantee you were lurking because you, and he's like, yeah, I was. And I said, you need to get another hobby, Robert. You know.
And Christy, if you want help at all, you can email me. My
email any
email
of us.
address
We're
is on my
always-
about page.
Yep.
If you want, we can always do like a private setup through StreamYard, like Chris and Gina suggested,
Yep.
and I can kind of walk you through stuff.
Exactly.
Well, good, because when I want to
So
go
in
live,
order
it's
for Christy,
often
he
that to
is
me when I
the
go and use
sweetest
my
guy.
laptop there. I'm going to need some assistance as soon as I use my laptop. I want
Are
to
you going to
use.
do StreamYard, Melody? Or are you going to go
Yeah,
through YouTube?
I would
Yeah,
like to
if
be.
you guys didn't notice our
Same,
little logo,
same thing, Melody. If you need help or want somebody to walk you through it or do like
Yeah.
a private one-on-one, not live,
Mhm.
I can definitely help you with that.
Yeah, any
Yeah.
of us. Yeah.
And I figured the first time I do StreamYard, I obviously want, you know, my main peeps there. I want to be able to finally bring somebody up onto the actual screen, you know?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we just purchased this last
so
night.
I'm gonna suggest.
Damn, man.
Let me.
I know, I feel like
Gosh, you guys act like you're married.
Yakking and yakking.
yeah, right?
No,
Actually, you're married
it.
just a little
I'm
bit.
done.
So I was gonna say, Melody, if you do go with StreamYard, I can tell you right off the bat, you're gonna want to pay for it because as many hours as you go live, it's not going to cover it for
I go
free.
live for 2 hours every Sunday.
So you
Oh,
get.
actually, yeah, you'd be fine doing the free plan.
I guess you would be.
Yeah.
What are you on right now?
We bought the premium plan, so it's $25 a month.
On
And what that enables, Melody, is watch the screen, and we can do this. We can create an emoji like that. We can make custom art like this. The intro.
geez, I need to get on there first. Now you're going to make it all busy and complicated, and I'm going to need Nikki to walk me through it all.
Yeah, the intro that you said that was good. I hope it was. I hope you're not just yanking my chain.
No.
So
No,
you
no,
get,
your intro
so
was
like
good.
they do the
Yeah.
2-minute countdown on all of the premieres. You get
I
a
like that. I saw that at the beginning. If you didn't notice, I was first.
Yes, you were. No, but you can create all these, and same thing with the backgrounds here, like so. You can upload these
as
things.
long as you have a green screen.
Yep.
You're good to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, how do you get a green screen?
You
No.
literally
No,
put
you
a
can
sheet up.
do
This is
you
a
can
sheet
do-
behind me.
backgrounds like you have the blue flower. You can do those without a green screen. I think the green screen's just for what's behind you, right?
You are correct. Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So the backgrounds are downloaded, Melody. So this
Yeah.
is the background. What's behind me right here is a green screen, to which I can also switch that around to whatever I've already
Do they do
previously
give you
downloaded.
some backgrounds?
I'm
with
sorry.
this app? They give you some backgrounds with this app?
You can whatever you want, you upload on there. Like tonight, Gina's like, "Hey, why don't you do a garden theme?"
And I can give you some tips
There
on
it
that
is.
too.
That's what I
Like-
did tonight. I found it online and I put it up on the StreamYard upload, and then just put it onto the green screen background.
I'm going to
So-
need serious help,
Yeah.
girl.
So
I can definitely
no.
walk you through it. And Canva, I use a lot of like Canva for my thumbnails and like backgrounds for
I don't know how to do
StreamYard.
thumbnails.
No, it's okay. I can walk you through it. That can be
Mhm.
something separate I walk through with you.
This is simple. This is so simple. It really. I have a hard time. The way I explain it sounds like,
Complicated?
yeah, but it's as easy as clicking 3 buttons.
Yeah, the buttons are all on the side for you to view. It's super simple.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
Thank
you're
you.
kind of
I
seeing it right
appreciate it.
now on
And
the.
as
Oh no,
far,
you're on your phone.
as
Never
far
mind.
as the green
Do you have my
screen,
email
Melody,
address?
go to Walmart and get 8 yards of green fabric.
Yeah,
You're
this was a better buy.
Do
or
I?
Amazon.
check.
This one is a 10 by 10, and
Yeah.
his mom paid $20 for it.
For a 10 by 10, and it's huge.
A 10 by 10 what?
It's a sheet. It's
just
basically
a green
sheet.
sheet.
A green
That's all
sheet,
it is.
literally a green sheet.
Do I have to order a green sheet?
Yeah, and then put it up behind you, literally, or paint your wall neon green.
I'm not doing these rolls. I still have, look, wait, wrong way. I
Like,
still have my little tree up and a wreath up, and this is in my bedroom. Welcome to my
That-
bedroom,
they
everyone.
can't see it. It's green.
no, see, I disappeared. This is
Yeah, I see
literally
it.
this is a green bag. That's all it is,
That's cool.
right?
Nikki, do you have my email address, Nikki?
No, I'm gonna go look for it right now.
It's under every one of my videos down in the description.
Okay.
And
I'm
then
going to
you can
YouTube to
send
go
me an
stuff,
email.
yeah.
I'll give you my number, and then
Just
you
eat
know.
some green
I don't
ketchup.
do well
I
learning
remember that
through
stuff.
email though.
I do
I'm
too.
I'm like I got to
also
get on the
remember
phone
the colored
person, you know?
popcorn.
No, Melody, you can also get a hold of us too. We're all
I
here
can
to
never
help
get a
one
hold
another.
of Gina. I can never get a hold of Gina because you always answer.
Me?
Yeah, I only have your number, Goofy.
Oh,
No, he's the one who knows all the tech. You don't want to get a hold of
Yeah,
me
she-
anyway.
she knows how to sit in front of the camera pretty.
Yeah, that's about it.
Other
No,
than
I
that,
can
it's all me,
take her
guys.
5 hours to
He's-
get done like it did to you.
I do admit she does the gardening. She does 90% of the gardening.
Well, then, Gina, he has my number. You have my direct line on any questions or problems when it comes to gardening.
Well, thank you.
Start
Trust me,
worm.
I will use that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Michael from Frogfoot Holler, he was amazing last year. Like,
Yeah, he was a lot of help for us.
he
At the very
talked to me
beginning.
one night for 6 hours
Yep.
just because
Wow.
I was freaking out. My pepper plants were like, they were so beautiful and green, and all of a sudden they started turning yellow, and I'm like, what is happening? And it was the fact that the soil that we got this year from Home Depot was crud, and it like compacted the roots really bad, so they weren't able to suck up the nutrients. So he actually told me, he's like, what you want to do is you want to go to the store, you want to buy sparkling water, no additives, no flavoring, just make sure it's regular sparkling water, and water them for a week with just sparkling water.
And like within 3 days, significant difference.
So what it does, it just bubbles up like peroxide would, and just like opens everything
aerates your soil
exactly.
without damaging the roots.
Did you see? Well, I did a review because brand new beds, hello, and that's just horticultural soil, so it needed to be amended. I can't think of the name of it right now. It could be One Care. Maybe go back on my channel and take a look, but I recommend it, a soil for inside your beds and pots. Really, it has everything in it. One-stop shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you see where my garden was?
Where'd you put that?
Put what?
The from Scotland.
Oh, it's kind of buried.
The poop?
We have a secret weapon from...
I don't know if you've ever heard of them. Cuckoo Cottage.
Yeah, Melody knows. Nikki knows. You don't know? He
gave us it's called super soil.
Yeah.
And it's just this little packet about that big, and it
creates microorganisms. Microbes. That's what it does.
In your soil. So it's like adding in all that stuff.
Dehydrated microbes. And as soon as you add water to it, it begins recreating soil.
Yeah, and I think that one little pouch did like 40 acres or something crazy like that.
So 42 minutes later, Passamaquoddy got her notification.
Wow.
I got the first notification and was like, that's got to be Cosmic
YouTube is so weird. Like, I looked at Chris tonight and I was like, oh, John put up a new video about the Boys and Girls Clubs. And he's like, where? I'm on his page. I don't see it.
It was 6 days ago.
6 days ago.
She just got notified tonight.
What?
I was like, no, his last video was an omelet. Apparently, I created an omelet challenge.
Without even creating
I didn't know that you created that challenge. That's odd.
So what happened was Tom from Time to Shine was cooking this, that, and the other. I go, I wonder.
He was talking about an omelet in the video.
So
I'm here. I'm listening.
I wonder what a Canadian omelet would be. I said, Tom, you should make us a Canadian omelet. And he goes, okay, here's a Canadian omelet. Then all of a sudden, somebody else made one. Then somebody else made one and said, oh, this is a challenge that Cosmic Cultivators made. I'm like, what? I haven't even made an omelet yet.
Should I be making an omelet?
Yeah. It's like we didn't even start. We just wanted to see what a Canadian omelet was.
So now I have to make an omelet.
We've seen a Canadian omelet. We've seen an Australian omelet.
Yeah. Yep.
We're going around the world.
Pennsylvania omelet.
The Pennsylvania omelet.
Are you going to make one now?
I said, should I make one? That's what I'm asking you guys.
I still have to, so no rush.
Oh, yeah. You created the challenge and you don't even have your omelet made yet. You're funny.
That's so funny.
It wasn't supposed to.
I just hey, Tom, what's a Canadian omelet?
Now you know you're obligated to make an omelet.
Yeah,
I guess we can make whatever omelet we want then, right?
Their omelets are like.
Did you see Jerwin's from Jandera?
No.
Like that thick, Melody, her omelet. I was like, okay, that's like a.
That sounds like hold on. That sounds like a Dutch baby that she made. I'll have to go look.
Yeah. Yeah.
I made Dutch babies. If you've never made them, oh my gosh. It's a cross between an omelet. Well, no, because
I've only heard of them.
It's like a pancake. It's better than a single pancake. And Gina, it's great for Valentine's Day, honey, if you want to get lucky.
Yeah.
He does the cooking for the getting lucky. Like that's his thing.
Right.
I don't allow her in the kitchen because I want my house still.
Okay,
I'm not that bad. They know it. Seen it.
They have seen her cook.
But no,
why are you up so late? We're all the night out tonight.
I want the recreation of the IHOP, the Bacon Lovers one.
Oh, Bacon Lovers omelet.
With all the cheese sauce and everything they put in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm recreating.
My favorite.
Did you hear what I just said? I saw Barb's comment and I was like, wow, it's all of us night owls. You should start the Cosmic Cultivators Night Owl Club.
Yeah.
So we're trying to incorporate like a cosmic Twilight something.
I don't
Twilight
like it.
cosmic.
I
Yeah,
don't like
I
it.
know.
Mine was better.
Made with fresh eggs and garden fresh veg, right? That next year when we have chickens, we will be doing things like that, and I can't wait to have an entire meal from my garden.
I can't wait to have chickens to squeeze and hug and love.
Well, your hens will be your layers, but if you get meat birds, that's food, honey.
We're
Not
probably
a
not gonna. We're not gonna go
Yeah.
the whole meat bird route.
It would, you know, how
Like
they have
right
like
away.
the half and half. I want like the 3/4, 1/4. So towards the end of their, you know, demise.
8 weeks.
Yeah.
8
Like,
weeks. The whole
if
8
you-
weeks, you know? Just look over your shoulder. Don't look. 8 weeks.
Right.
That's all they got. They
Yeah.
only have one bad day. It's like a pig. Pig has a wonderful life. They get to roam around free, and then one day it's lights out. It's over.
Yep.
And then on to the next.
I gotta get there. I'm a weak
The
person when it comes to
Twilight
animals.
Growth Zone.
You got to get thicker skin, Gina.
That sounds
I was
sketchy.
like that 3 years ago until I processed my first chicken. And I was like, you know what? I'm not giving any power to this. This is food for my family. And it got easier. You just
Yeah,
got
I
to change
remember-
your mindset.
Nikki, I remember one of the first
Oh yeah,
videos
you
I
had
saw.
blood on your face.
You were driving down the road and you're like, what a wonderful experience. I just learned how to kill something. You had blood like splattered all over your face. Like, it was
That
such
was
a
when I
great
went over
day.
to the lady's house to learn how to process ducks.
Don't mess with
Oh,
this girl,
too
man.
funny.
I had never learned how to process ducks. Like, I know how to process a chicken and I knew how to process a turkey, but I didn't know how to process ducks because we hadn't done it yet. And
And
yes, I
aren't-
did have blood all over my
Aren't
face.
ducks done
I
almost
think
just
the
like
hardest-
chickens?
Huh?
Aren't ducks done almost like chickens?
Yes. I just wasn't sure how to clip their back end.
Yeah.
Because that's just a little different.
Don't ask me how I know all this. I don't know. I grew up the mountains. What can I tell you? I'm not afraid to treat something with respect and thank it for feeding me or my family.
Right.
Yeah.
For me, it's just getting over the feelings aspect of it.
Yeah.
I
Which I guess that's
completely
what
get
I'm
it.
Well,
I
you
give
might let out a
respect
good
to
cry and then you'll
everybody
get over
that
it.
does it.
When it's on the plate and you're like, yum.
Yeah, I mean, I eat venison. I eat all that stuff. Like my family has been hunters. And I think one of the hardest parts for me with chickens is my dad's family did all of that growing up, and he's told me all these stories. Like, oh yeah, my grandfather would be out there with the hatchet, throw the body in the back of a truck, and it's running around till it's done bleeding. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, I've
I
heard that
don't know
story
if I
too.
could do that.
I was trying to figure out how people get like a picture up when they hit the camera button, and mine just is like around.
Oh, you have
Like-
to. How do you do that in
I
settings?
think yeah, yours is like that too. Okay, never mind. I was just
Hey.
curious.
Well, you can do it if you're logged in to your StreamYard that's
Yeah.
linked to
Then
your.
you can have like a picture up or something. I think it
Yeah.
said. Yeah.
I just clicked
Well,
the link.
Gina,
and
that's
came up
old
and
school,
logged
honey.
in.
That's when they used to just put the chicken's neck on a butcher block, cut it, and the whole body be running around the plate.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
that today. You just use the cone upside down, put some asleep,
Exactly.
lights out.
That way
Yeah.
you don't even have to pay too much mind to it. You slip it in there, you do the deed, you walk away, you come back to a
And then
meal.
you recycle the blood. You recycle the blood for the garden, and you use everything. You waste
Yep.
nothing.
Absolutely.
That's the way to do
Yeah,
it.
maybe that'll help, Gina. Gina, the blood is going to be really good for your seedlings, Gina.
Yeah.
Mhm.
9
Just
eggs
gotta
a
make
day.
sure it
right
doesn't
now.
curdle. You
She's
gotta
right
make
on
sure
the roll with her eggies. Mm-hmm.
Isn't that literally what blood meal would be? Is just like
Pretty
blood
much.
from
Yeah.
Pretty
Ours
much,
getting
yeah.
9
It's
eggs
so
a
good
day
for your
right
garden.
now.
Wow.
Yeah, Barb's
see
looking
that?
at 9 eggs a day. Congratulations,
beautiful.
Barb.
That's what I want right
That's
there.
a meal. That's a meal right there. Well,
Mhm.
It could be
okay,
a
that's
week's
like
worth of
2
food
meals for some
somebody.
people. That's a meal for me.
Yeah, I don't know if I can afford
I'll
the
have a
food
9
bill
egg
you said.
omelet with a 30-ounce smoothie. That sounds delicious.
Did you hear me? I don't know if I could afford my food bill feeding you, Chris.
You
And
see,
I
I
fed a
only
family
eat
of
twice
5.
a day. That's the thing. I eat twice a day. I eat 4 pounds of fruit in the morning, and then I eat like 3 pounds of food at night. That's about it.
Yeah.
Well, I was technically kidding because I fed a family of 5. So, you know,
Well, I'd be
One of
3 of
you-
them 5.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say one of you would be like a family of 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And
about.
blood in the garden's good. See, you reading those comments, Gina? I told you. Blood in
Yeah.
the garden.
Yep. From sown our
Well,
roots.
that's the other reason why chickens is so exciting to me. Just all of it, the manure, like
Yeah.
all of it.
Yeah. I can't wait to build all this wonderful stuff. Honestly,
Popping
the
over the
chicken
fire,
coop
grabbing
and
2 chickens and saying, "Hey,
new
boys,
garden
what's
beds.
this? Ring and sling."
I really want to
Do it
that.
again,
Your mom's
Dad.
flipping around. Do it again, Dad. That's
Ooh.
hilarious. Chris and
Chicken
Jean, read that comment from Gear.
I can picture it 7 years old, leaning up on boiling over
You know what I'm doing, Nikki, if I turn the camera off.
Yes.
the rings.
Okay. I don't do any of that on YouTube.
Oh God, no!
Right.
I would never say do it again,
Wait a
Dad.
minute, what's going on?
Nothing. Nothing. Chris, you're so nosy.
Nothing. It ain't no thing.
Okay, well, I guess.
I just do it and people don't notice.
Well, I don't
No,
know
we-
if you've noticed, but like,
Yeah, you notice how he just keeps disappearing and then reappearing.
What are you doing?
I'm not
Vaping?
doing a thing.
Are
Nothing.
you vaping?
Yeah,
No.
this is a electronic.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm
vaping.
talking about Chris. Is he vaping?
Yeah,
he doing
we'll call it vaping. Wink, wink.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I'm in the live free or die state, but obey by every damn rule. With half the country
Okay.
doing whatever they want. Just saying.
I hear you.
And I'm in
It's
Washington.
It's going on. It's
You
going
guys are
on
gonna
the bill.
Yes, that is.
I
It's
think
going on the bill
what
this
is
year.
it? Bob Marley. I'll just call you Bob Marley, Chris.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's Bob Marley. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're actually putting it in this election cycle for us
For the
voters
people.
to
The
decide.
people have voted it on for the last how many?
Three times.
3 times. It gets up to who, and
No, it's passed everything except for when it gets to our senator's
Yeah,
desk.
yeah,
It
yeah.
says
You
veto,
can weed,
and it throws
Barb.
it out.
Absolutely not, Barb. I don't smoke that wacky weed. You got Mama Barb thinking I'm smoking wacky weed over here.
Well, I'm confused. I thought you were sweet and innocent, Melody, and then you're going behind the scenes saying there's something I'm doing that you don't know.
I didn't say that, actually. Yeah, I'm drinking my chocolate milk and not trying to dribble it down my other hole in my chin. So I
Oh
hit
my
the camera
goodness!
button.
Like, okay,
Exactly.
all right.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to try to
He's
one
cosmic-
finger it. Hold on.
he's
Okay, here we go.
cosmically vaping. Laugh
Yes,
out loud.
that
wink.
is. Yeah. What I say, and everybody loves it. I am reaching my correct altitude.
Yeah, I'm
Ooh,
sure.
There you go.
Yeah.
Did you read what shoot. I can't think of his name, his or her name. I can't stand doing that. Read the comment about the blood meal and the bone meal. And remind me who said it because I was
What,
going
gear
to get it
grinding?
at gear.
Oh,
Thank you.
dear,
Yeah, gear grinding.
So this year is the first year I incorporated blood meal into, this is a funny story, but kind of not so funny. I literally used nothing for years and years and years and years and years. So I bought some bone meal, and my plants were probably about that big. My seedlings,
We did the
healthy,
same.
looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I looked over at them and I'm like, man, they could really use some water. Oh, I'll just get it tomorrow. In the meantime, I had like whatever the measurements were for the bone meal with the water, and just decided to pour it in the bottom of the trays, and came out and I had like one leaf on my plants. I was like,
Oh,
what the hell
no.
happened? So yeah, that scared the living bejesus out of me, and I was super careful in the garden, because if I would have watered them first, they probably wouldn't have reacted that way. But I did purchase bone meal and blood meal.
We did
You know,
last year too. We thought it was a game changer.
It really was.
There's certain things
what we
required,
do,
like
Melody, is-
potatoes. You can get a better harvest of potatoes, like
Yeah.
from bone meal, like just
It
certain
makes
things.
a difference
required.
with the root crops, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
But I
Like,
have two
First
little
time I
dogs.
got-
Yeah.
I have two
Yeah.
little dogs, and Jimmy's dog's bigger. So when I put the bone meal, I didn't realize the dog went right over and licked it, and I was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah,
my Yorkie's gonna die!" But
I
yeah,
really
no.
love fish fertilizer too.
Yeah, yeah.
They like
But
to
that
roll
bone
in it
meal,
and
you have to
everything.
really mask that up because dogs can smell it. They were like licking it. I was scared to death. I was Googling it. Like, can a dog die from bone meal? It's like, no. It's just
No,
crushed up
it's
like pig bones or whatever.
literally just crushed up fish bone or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, pigs,
Pigs, yeah,
pig
probably all
bones.
the spare parts.
The
from
byproduct
everything.
of like meat
14-foot
factories, is what
Roma
I'd imagine.
tomatoes and lots of tomatoes. Oh, yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine
it's-
seeing
it's-
one of them big, like,
It's literally
100,000-gallon tankers just filled with animal blood going to be dehydrated?
yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't really think about it when you stick your hand in there when you're gardening.
Yeah.
The first time I did it though, like I pulled out the handful of bone meal and I'm like, this is literally cremation. This all of my family was cremated. I know what ashes look like. Like this is
No, I
cremation.
didn't look at it like that. I read the ingredients first before I use anything, and it said, pig grinded up bones or whatever it was. I was like, okay, I'm fine with that.
And then when you reach into the blood meal after that, and you're like,
Yeah.
is
Well,
this
I used the
satanic
liquid
in
one.
nature?
Well,
Like
what you meant to say first was the bone meal is, like ashes. And then the blood meal, you can tell there's more to it.
Oh, for the blood meal, like the fish one, I use the liquid. Ugh, stinks.
Oh,
It
that
was
stuff's
something
horrible.
fierce.
We
Stinks.
use it in the greenhouse, and oh man, for like
Yeah.
2 weeks after you
it-
use it, it's like
Yeah, there's a lot of jokes that come with that,
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, cremated animals laugh out loud. So, yeah, I tried it. It was my first year trying bone meal just for potatoes. I wanted to see, but I was real hesitant because I don't use anything in my garden, and that's true. You're looking at a full 10,000% all organic. I won't even use a pesticide. I'll take a knife and pull out those worms. You saw me doing that, for the zucchini.
oh,
But
Melody, thank God you showed us that because
the
like
pinch
yeah,
trick
the pinching off of the
of
leaves.
eggs. Yeah,
eggs
you
and all
gotta have
that
a
stuff.
hole
if
in
you
your
can
leaf.
actually get in there, if you can get in there early and just put a slice at the bottom of the stem and leave the plant in the ground and actually get tweezers and pull it out, you're fine. But I let one go because I wanted to see. I did the video, of course, never posted it, but you could see that there was more than one because the whole stem was done going all the way through the leaves. And then there was one part of the plant that was all lush and green and giving me like 8-pounders, 9-pounders. When I cut it open, there was like 4 big ones and some babies in there,
Yeah.
So there's a syringe that actually has a needle on it. And you could get BT and fill it up and actually inject it in there. You can do that as well. But
Yep.
it just depends on how much you like your zucchini plant. My logic is this. It's always going to get it. If you don't buy the proper thing to cover it up so they can't get it, like some form of a netting, it's bound to happen. But
You wanna know
always,
something that really helped me this year, and it's so cheap and so simple. Take aluminum foil before you have any issues.
I did a video on that, girl. It
Oh,
didn't,
did you?
I did it, but yeah, I'm the one that did that, but it didn't work. Here, I got one better
It
for you.
did for me.
Yeah, it worked for us until like the bitter end.
Yeah, but when I did it, it was already too late. It was already in there. So, I'm trying to think of the name of the channel because I
I'm
was looking at the
wondering-
comment that says
I was
Alaskan
talking to Chris
promotion.
about this yesterday.
Well,
I'm
wait, hold
wondering
on
if
before I
you
lose my train of thought. Hold on.
Let me see.
What is that?
You can't see the green one. It's so when you do grafting on trees and stuff, this is
Oh,
the
yeah,
tape.
yeah.
It's the
Mhm.
tape that you use. So I was thinking, like on the squash plants and stuff, once you plant
Well,
them
that's
and
where I
they
was
get
going.
a decent
Yeah.
stem,
Yeah, wrapping that around
wrapping
it
it.
Well,
as a
here it
shield.
is. Apparently, you didn't watch my video. I ought to smack the both of you, really, to be honest with you. Because I specifically stated I put the foil on it, probably a little too late. There was, worms already in there. It is that 1870s homestead. She used the workout tape because it stretches. That's what I'm
like
getting
the
for this
elastic
year.
band stuff.
Yeah, it's the workout tape. Like if you for your 2 toes or your fingers,
Yeah.
she wrapped it around the whole stem going all the way up, and it helped her out a lot. This current growing season, though, we all can't do what she did. She bought these green like tent things that she put over her beds that had these zippers, and she said they're costly. It is an investment. and she didn't get any of the worms this year, but not all of us can afford to buy them.
No,
So
you're talking like
I'm going to
row
try the
covers.
workout tape. They have it in purple. They have it in pink. I hear
read
yellow
this
is very good, like a good color. But yeah, I'm going to use the workout tape
See,
around
now
the plant.
I wonder if my mother-in-law could make something like that. Like just get mesh
And
and
then
have
here's
her
the
sew
tip.
something.
But here's the tip though, when you're growing it in the pot and you're ready to, you harden it off outside, you know how to do that. Then you wrap it, you dig your hole, and you plant your plant with the tape on it down in the ground,
Yeah.
not just on the surface. Bury it. Bingo.
As it keeps growing, just add more.
No.
No, it's just the very base you have to worry about.
You put, yeah, like the base of the plant. You know what I mean? The bottom
Yeah.
part of it. You wrap it, make your hole like 2-3 times bigger, put it down in. I can't think of the name of his channel. He actually just recently passed away. Elderly gentleman that Patera, she spoke about him or whatever. And I went on his channel and he also said the same thing. Bury the plant down deeper. If you bury it down deeper, they don't get to the stem as quick.
Yeah.
So I'm going to incorporate the both. I'm going to bury it deeper and then put the workout tape on it.
This is getting my mind going and being proactive instead of reactive to this problem. What if you were to lay,
Use this ankle tape. There it
3-inch
is.
PVC pipe and put almost a screen netting over it?
Ankle tape to wrap the base of the plant to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly right. Thank you.
So what if you did it like this and did a PVC pipe around the plant and put a translucent netting over it and almost like preventing the problem before it starts?
I don't know, because do you ever notice like you can move your zucchini plant? The plant moves from right to left.
Correct.
I don't know.
But you said you have to concentrate on protecting the base. So if you concentrate on
Well,
protecting
where the
base,
root is,
plastic
you want to concentrate on the stem.
Yes.
So you want to let your plant get a little bit bigger before you put it down into the ground. You're going to put the root down and around, like there's the root, and then you're going to go up the stem with the tape and just bury it. My neighborhood loves.
I'm hearing what you're getting, Melody.
And in
I'm
my
feeling
mind,
what you're putting out.
I have some good videos coming up this year. I think I'm going to do some experimenting.
Well, I'm trying to do like an A to Z. It might take me this whole growing season to do it because there's a lot up here. I can't help it. But like, for an example, like B, Brussels sprouts, blah, blah, blah. You could think of whatever grows in the letter A, B, C. And each one of those items that I grow personally, I can fully break down, explain how you plant it, how you grow it, yada, yada, so forth and so on.
That would be seriously helpful for people like me. Like pretty much our channel is, learning with us as we learn.
Yeah, and repurposing things to,
save
give
money.
back to us.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for you guys to see what's coming this year.
Tonight, isn't it?
And that's really all it is for me. And I think that's why it's so fun is we experiment with so many different things.
And for me, I get to build things.
When you're a gardener, I don't care if you garden for 50 years or 70 years, something's always not going to work out.
Yeah. That's
everyone's going to make a mistake, or the weather's going to affect it. We're all not perfect gardeners. We all have our own thing.
I mean, unless you're seriously going to use pesticides, you're never going to be able to get. That's
and
one
I
thing
won't
I learned.
I won't do it. So
there's bugs at all.
Right.
Like you can't.
So there's the whole tip. Since this is a gardening live tonight, I did that for some reason.
Well, we're talking gardening here.
We are.
Okay, well, here's the tip. Here's the tip.
There she goes.
For something like a zucchini plant, you're better off always having a couple backup plants, because if the worm does get it, don't even waste your time. Pull it right out, plant the next.
That's a tip that I learned from you, and we're definitely doing.
And the other thing I learned from you, Melody, I'm going to have my plants in the ground that are producing. And this year, instead of waiting and being like, oh, I'm going to get every last little bit out of this plant, I'm going to have others ready to go that are ready to produce and put those in and get rid of the stuff that isn't going to.
Yeah, you saw when I did my video for what I'm planning for fall. That was like, what, August?
Yeah.
And I already had more zucchini go in.
Mhm.
Other things like the cabbage that's out there now was from that. The kohlrabi's from that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If I wouldn't have stopped dead in my tracks the end of August and took the time out to do that, I wouldn't have a fall winter garden.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
Did you do
granted, we
Brussels
got
sprouts?
another. Yeah, I have Brussels sprouts, 2 of them that are growing
How are
out
they
there.
doing? Because I'm seriously curious. Everybody that I
They're
have been
getting very
watching,
big. They're getting wide because it's under a row cover. It's a 3-in-1 row cover in case anyone's interested. Because these are some of the tips that are going to come out in my videos. These are things no one ever told me. This is my first time ever winter gardening
yeah,
in
Right.
Pennsylvania, grow zone 7B, you know? So it's a 3-in-1 row cover, snow, frost, and I forget what the third one is. And you know I'm a high impact gardener, so I have a lot in one bed, honey.
Yeah.
And so the Brussels sprouts are getting really wide. And then what you do is they start getting wider and the stem starts going up. You break off the bottom leaves. I already see 1 or 2
that.
Brussels sprouts. You have to keep taking the lower leaves off as they start forming. And
Yeah,
that's what goes up. I've grown Brussels sprouts before, but I
don't
always
know
did
what
it
I
like,
did wrong, but I started getting Brussels sprouts that were like, they're about that big. And then
I
all
mean,
of a
here's
sudden
my
the plant
overall Here's my
bolted.
overall honest opinion of what I'm growing so far and what do I think. Does it slow things down? It does. I'm doing an experiment where I have like cabbage and cauliflower in a bed that has no protection, no
Yeah.
row cover, no nothing. It just has some leaves, to keep the soil good. But I've grown cauliflower before. If you notice, that was not my garden this year because I didn't know if I wanted to actually deal with that. I was growing Brussels sprouts and cauliflower a few years before I lost my house. And I was smelling the smell like, what is that smell? Like it stunk pretty bad. And it was like between the heat and the bugs, it was like a nightmare. And I thought, you know what? I'm not doing that anymore. I'll do it come, like later summer going into fall. And
Yeah.
then you really don't have to deal with the bugs.
And those plants too in the summertime, it's so hard. Like I finally this year started getting broccoli when it started getting really warm out. If you don't get that broccoli, and you can't really tell when it's done growing. That's the hard part. You're like, oh, it's kind of got a head on it. Should I pull it? Should I not? And
I
if you
think
don't
I
get it
finished my
away
garden
and the
build.
flowers open.
I'm trying to think here. I think I finished my garden build, at the end of March? So you figure the beginning of April, my broccoli went right in. And we got a very short spring this year, and I was able to harvest you saw it, a whole bed of broccoli.
Yeah.
And then I had the cabbages that are faster, they're smaller. I can't think of the name of them right now, but everybody was like, oh my gosh, it looks like a cabbage patch.
She has it right now.
Oh, I thought that was
Nikki,
No, these are smaller cabbages.
the early golden acre.
Yeah. And Joe Serrano kept saying, I love your cabbage patch. Like it looks like the Gadal cabbage patch area,
It really did.
Yeah.
It was so pristine looking, perfectly
I don't
lined.
know if you saw that, but me and Chris actually grew 4 of those in a
5-gallon bucket. 4
Yeah.
cabbages in a 5-gallon bucket.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you saw the cabbage worms on that thing,
Oh yeah, that was horrible.
it was like a
No,
Well,
nightmare.
that's the whole thing.
yielded
It's like
5
the
pounds.
broccoli was in there. The broccoli comes out. I put other 8 things in the bed.
Yeah.
Like I have a video where I harvested all these greens out of the bed. I didn't upload it because I always feel like, oh, it's too late. Somebody's going to be like, what's the matter with that girl? How's she out there doing that?
We actually,
if I did it.
I got called crazy today at the Dollar Tree for buying all this gardening stuff. The lady's like, it's 20 degrees outside. Are you nuts?
So
I
we
was
have
like,
a greenhouse.
it is
What a
January
dick.
and I have a
They're
greenhouse.
They're not, you know what that is? That's probably someone that doesn't garden that says you're not.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like,
They
do
don't know
you
what season
realize-
it is.
Right.
I was
And
like,
they
if
also
you-
aren't
if
worried
you
about what's
don't
going
get
on in the
this
world and be
stuff
like, get your
now-
butts out there and grow a garden,
Yeah.
But the
And
whole
that's-
moral of the story is when you pull something out, you should have a backup tray of other vegetables. You just pluck it right
Right,
out and put it
Chrissy.
right in.
Yeah,
Have a good
that's
night.
that is my plan for this year. I'm not gonna get sentimentally attached to my plant.
Bye, Chrissy.
She's like, I'm
Yeah,
like, we
Gina,
gotta
what
cut
is
these
that? I
down.
don't understand that. Me and Gina need to have a chat. Gina,
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
like, we
get
need
it.
to, we need to prune these damn tomato plants. They're like 20 feet long and 6 feet tall. No, they're pretty. I love them. What?
Well, Gina, yeah, I think I'm going to have to be Gina's therapist for like about 5 minutes here. Gina, did you see how tall? First of all, I have that arch, my garden.
Yep.
And my roommate didn't believe me at the beginning of the season when I'm like, I don't think these bamboo stakes are going to work out. Is you can let your tomato plant 9, 12 feet tall. It'll just keep going and going. I was trying to figure out how I'm going to get a ladder to get up to the arch to pick off the tomatoes that were up there.
Not
lot of
this
people
year,
will-
not this past year, but the year before, my first year ever growing.
This is
I
great.
literally, we had them growing out through the greenhouse. We had
No.
to get a ladder and climb to the roof of the greenhouse.
But
to
here's
pick
the
our
best part.
tomatoes.
Not only did it grow out, but we were harvesting tomatoes outside of our greenhouse on top of the roof.
Yeah, on the tippy
That's
top.
fun.
Oh, it was
One thing
it grew like
babies-
4 feet above our roof. It
Mhm.
busted through the roof and grew 4 feet tall. We were harvesting. Up
Yeah,
the
they'll just
roof.
keep growing. But Gina, it's one thing to baby the plant and keep an eye on it as it's growing. But when it's time for the plant to go, like you said, milking it to the last minute, no, rip it out and have a backup to put right in there.
Right.
If you
Yeah,
keep a
we're-
cell
we're
count
gonna
going at
hone
all
in on
times,
that
the
skill.
garden will be
If I
full.
had done that this year, we would have doubled our weight
Oh yeah. Yeah.
easily.
I think
Well,
we're gonna get
young
1,000 pounds
babies-
this year. We heard it. 1K this
Ugh.
year.
Well,
1K.
okay,
Don't
well,
put
guess
that
what?
kind of pressure on
You
me.
better be listening to me loud and clear, because if you don't have backup plans and you're not the type of person to rip out and put something else in there, then you're not going to be able to grow that amount of weight.
Well, I also
You have to
plan
put a
on,
lot in a bed. You have
I
to
plan
put a
on
lot.
expanding our grow space by 30% this year. That's all I
Wow.
wanted to say.
Okay. Between square foot gardening and putting a lot in a bed. How do you
Yeah,
think I got 5,200 and whatever the hell it was type of, yield that I got?
Yeah, we are definitely micro
Yeah,
planters.
in one of our videos, I call it the 16 Sisters Garden because we had
I
16
had-
different things in one
I
area.
had corn, I had beans, I had squash.
Well, there's certain things that
name
you
it.
shouldn't mix with one another. Certain things just aren't compatible.
We
But there are
found that out.
plenty of things that you can plant together, but there's a lot of things you cannot. It just will not work out. You have to know what that is.
Yeah.
Designate
Have you
a whole
guys
bed
read
to
anything on
grass.
companion planting?
What's
Huh?
that?
Chris and Gina, have you guys read anything on companion planting?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
that's where we got the 16 sisters, because it was the 3 sisters doing corn,
Yeah, and
squash,
then
and
they
beans.
just kept adding to it.
But we were joking around and like, oh, we did the 16 sisters garden
Gotcha.
here because there
There
was
was
so
like
many
3
things in
different
it.
kinds of beans, 2 or 3 different kinds of squash,
4
like-
different kinds of this, and just it was
Yeah.
a funny joke.
Well,
Whoa,
if you
the
know,
chat just blew up.
It
They
did
put all
work
the grass
really
that
well,
goes
though.
on in one bed. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like you're
I thought the chat blew up. It just like
Did Gear say he was leaving?
no sonar.
No.
Oh, I
Sonar
was gonna
was
say
doing-
Gear. It's early yet.
She keeps it's early yet, right?
Crap, I was gonna say something. Whew,
Say it.
right out the
companion
window.
planning is very good.
Oh, I
putting
need to
the
get my
gra-
books out.
Putting your brassicas all together is really good. I don't know whose garden I just saw very, very recently, and they had mint growing in their garden bed, and I'm like, oh my god, that's going to be a nightmare.
Oh man.
Did you say
Right.
books or something else, Nikki?
You
No,
said
did
books.
not say boobs.
Books.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
say boobs. I said
Oh my
books.
lord.
I heard boobs. I'm sorry.
These
I
are
heard boobs. I said I gotta get my boobs out. I'm like,
I want to step it up this year, and I totally want to join Shed Wars.
absolutely.
And there's a book I
Books are
have. I
not
think it's
making
called Carrots
going
Love
away.
Tomatoes or something. It's on companion planting.
Yeah.
So I want to read up on that.
Mhm.
I haven't read it in a couple
Marigolds for
years.
everything. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
Well-
actually have a spicy bugs don't like them. They're hot to bugs.
Gotcha.
They taste spicy to bugs.
Okay.
So
I'm just curious to see how things are going to turn out. Like as soon as like whatever's out there that's growing. I'm already getting broccoli.
That's
So
cool.
hopefully I'll be able to
Awesome.
harvest all the broccoli before we're like, up to our necks in snow here. But
Yeah.
I think once you get to like March, the stuff that's out there, what I'm hoping this experiment does is I'll be able to harvest all that before I then go and do my spring stuff.
Courtney,
Courtney.
we're talking gardening.
It's gardening talk. You want to come
Hello,
up and chat, or are
Courtney.
you in bed sleeping?
How could she be sleeping if she's typing?
Well, if you wake up to use the restroom and you see your friends are on.
yeah. She's probably
Yeah, I
sharing
don't
me
do
out as
that. I
like
just
a,
put my phone on
like
do
a
not disturb.
wonderful, wonderful person.
Courtney's so cool.
Yeah.
What is the
Courtney, I
other
said I'm
one?
probably going to join and
Courtney
be a
planted
poop
it
troop.
this year. I planted it too, and it even kept growing.
gotta
in
drink
that
my chocolate
compost
milk.
pile.
I'm laying down in bed.
What is that flower?
The Mexican sunflower?
No, the pest control one. Courtney grew it all over the place.
Marigolds.
Nope, that's one of them, but it's not that. It's the
Well,
one
I was
that
gonna say,
vines.
I fell in love
Nasturtium.
with nasturtiums.
Nasturtium, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I fell in love with
I
nasturtiums.
had a
this last
gigantic
season.
one the past season. It was so huge, it was taking up my whole walkway.
Oh,
That's
they're
cool.
so.
Love you
they're-
all.
it
Love
is
you too,
literally like
Court.
my new favorite flower.
Oh, Courtney, rewind to the very beginning and check out my new intro whenever you get a moment, and let me know how it is.
Chris, are you going to mention to her about the playlist?
The playlist.
Oh,
You
for
cannot
that.
be
Oh,
under the laptop.
Do you have a playlist for the members only special videos, Courtney?
like the CPR,
Yeah.
Mama Bear prepping.
Yeah, that type of thing. Just out of curiosity.
She had the tall trailing mix. Of
There you go.
Nastrum.
There you go. Marigolds, Nastrum.
Nastrum was the one
Yeah.
I was referring to.
Yep.
I just
You
couldn't
can't
think.
plan it if you can't pronounce it, Chris. My rules.
Nasturtiums.
Nasturtium.
Did you hear how he said it?
Nasturtium.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Chris.
But I literally pulled those out of my garden because they started getting powdery mildew. And I
Oh.
threw them in the compost pile because they're also supposed to be really good for adding nitrogen back into your soil.
Okay.
And they literally rerouted themselves and started growing in the compost pile for the rest of the year. I was like, all right.
Well, how do you
my
think I got
compost
all
pile
those?
pretty.
How do you think I got all those extra tomatoes? Remember, I threw those 4 cups in the dirt,
Yeah.
and all
Oh,
the
yeah.
tomatoes just vined across the whole dirt, and it gave me like buku more tomatoes.
We
That's what I
had
wanted.
yellow pear tomatoes the very first year we were growing. Those were the ones that went up and through the roof.
Yeah.
Like those things will grow 12, 13 feet if you let them.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
Do you know if you eat a nasturtium seed, people say it tastes like wasabi?
really,
Oh,
Yeah.
it kind of looks like wasabi, honestly.
it does.
They're a weird
Round.
seed.
I didn't really get a whole lot of seeds. I think I got 2, but I had so much, like, I just call it luggage from coming out of that garden that I lost 2 seeds, but I was going to actually bite it and taste it. And then I got a little scared because people are like, it's really like wasabi. It's hot and spicy. So I was like, well, let me just grow the kahunas to do it. And then I lost the only 2.
That's my singing bowl, Courtney, that I got in the beginning there.
He's so clever.
I'm really proud of that. I really am. Like, just to come up with that in like 3 hours. I know, a minute footage for 3 hours of work.
Jesus.
Hey, trying to read it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of the troll here.
I don't think it is. I think that's somebody.
No, it's a troll.
No, it's a troll.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank
Am I
you.
not a moderator in your chat?
You're not?
I don't know. I just tried to click on the troll and it
I
said
modded
report
a
or
whole
block.
bunch of people.
Let me look at my laptop over here.
Yeah, basically everybody in my chat is modded except for Sonar Roots with Christy. I'm gonna do it. She's gonna come in and be like, "Oh my
Or oh man.
god!" Yeah. Oh
it's
man.
it's one of the 2.
No, there was
I'll worry about
the other night there was like 20 people in my chat for some reason, and I modded every one of them
The
because
new
I am
intro is awesome, dude.
I'm
Perfect for
trustworthy
you
of
guys.
them. Yeah. Wow, Nikki, you are not. Wow. Boom.
Woohoo! Thank you.
You're good. I don't. That's ridiculous. I apologize, or maybe it's just YouTube.
It's gonna
Maybe
say
they
have
do
a-
purge
a-
mods
They
sometimes.
do. They do. They purge everything. It's like, right. Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah, Melody, are you? Yes, excellent. Melody, I believe you were one of the first.
I'm trying on my laptop right now.
Oh,
I just have it muted.
gotcha.
Obviously.
You're playing around with it?
See, Chris?
Woohoo!
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's ASUS. I don't know if you can see that.
See, yours has an actual label on it. Mine has nothing. I actually have to go into the settings and read about it on the computer to find out what it is.
Look, you can also.
Hey, Melody, we have the
screen?
same computer.
Touch screen. Do you really?
Yeah, I have the touch screen.
Oh, thank God. Because, but is it the same brand?
Yep, same brand.
Okay, cool. Because I'm going to need some help. I can't get an
There you
emoji.
go.
Not an emoji. Only the Google button I could put on the screen, but I can't get Instagram to go on the screen. It won't let me do it.
Oh, yeah,
Courtney
we can
loves
go
you,
over
Mel.
something with the computer, definitely.
No, that's good. You have a touch screen, so that means it's definitely more advanced than mine. That's for sure.
Well, we got it like a year ago. It was, I want to say we spent like $400 and some odd on it.
Well, Chris told me he spent $6, and then when the camera was what it was and he left, like he was mad. He sent me the link. So yeah, it was like $6. Yeah. And then he had another backup laptop he sent me a link to, but I was like, don't you read reviews? It's got like terrible reviews,
Right.
Yeah, we saw.
So, long story short,
I said I'm going for 1,000 this year.
All awesome. We are going to grow big. Grow big or go home. That's what I always said.
1,000. Right.
Honey, I'm still tired from last year. Still tired.
It's your group that's the best. At least number 2 in my book.
Who's number 1?
No.
Oh, poop joke.
Yeah. That would have. Yes. See, Melody, you gotta join the poop joke. It's just 99 cents a month.
I know. I'm going to. Didn't I just say that at the beginning of the live when you were saying I should join? What did I tell you? All right, Court, if you're listening.
Courtney's live tomorrow night.
Okay. If Courtney's listening, there you go. I told Chris this, but he's in the galaxy a little bit. My friend has my bank card, and I can't get my bank card back until he's not positive from COVID. Okay?
See this? Courtney's for real.
For real? For real.
Look at this. Look at this, Melody. She has 84 now. Unreal, huh?
So maybe I'll be 80, probably 6 or 87 by that time.
By the rate it's going, yeah. She picked up 4. Wow,
yeah,
that was last night. I was gonna say Monday night, but that was last.
It was 4 like on the live, and then 1 off like live, like in the background.
Yes, like she was closing it down, and then I forget who that one was.
Oh, so she got 6. Sonar Roots.
Yeah. 84 members, she said. So yeah, I feel bad. I can't say to my friend Thomas, like, no, you have COVID. You need to come out and drop my card off and put it in the mailbox. Oh, hell to the no. He can hold on to that and disinfect it. Give it like 2 weeks, and then I'll need my bank card back because
that's definitely obtainable. Courtney.
Peer pressuring people to join the poop troop. It's a true story.
We're all going to push this for you too, Courtney. We're all going to grow together, all of us, not just you, not just Melody, not just Nick. All of us as a community, we're going to grow and we're going to change the world. How's that?
I've really been liking gear. Like gears on the circuit now that I've been seeing. At first, I was wondering if it was a man, and then I could tell by the picture it's a woman. Not everybody likes to say their name, but it's really cool having gear within the circle now.
Yeah.
Gear grinding is actually going to be joining Shed Wars, maybe, possibly. He's been looking into it, so.
That would be cool.
But Melody, I'm
pretty sure Gear is a woman. Isn't Gear a woman?
No, he's a guy.
Is it a guy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, because Melody, some people don't.
I just want to say that you've got to take care of you. And then maybe next season, join us again. I don't think Shed Wars is going away anytime soon.
Yeah, we'll have to see how far I get because, I really wanted to get the storage unit over here before it snowed, and now he has COVID. So
Yeah. Yeah.
if it isn't one thing, it's another.
I just wanted you to know that we're here to support you as well.
Yeah,
whether
I
you
didn't
decide
want
to
my
join or not.
live. I didn't want my live on Sunday night to get misconstrued that it's some like bad taste in my mouth when it comes to Shed Wars. It's not that at all. I love the people in it. It was fun, but I have to do me first,
And that you can't.
If I can do it, I'll do it. If I can't, I can't.
You take care of yourself, right?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
I mean, I think the ending was kind of weird. I'm honest about that. I mean, the person that won, listen, I don't care. Here's my point to that. The person that won should get the recognition. If I would have won, I would have wanted the recognition, not it being like it's this team or that team. So they changed that. And I did find that to be a little weird. But other than that, yeah. I was very concerned about expressing what's going on in my life on my Sunday night live because they didn't want people to be like, oh, well, she might not be in Shed Wars. So, we can't talk to her anymore.
You got to take care of yourself.
Yeah, like I didn't want to lose the people that I became very fond of because unfortunately, I may have slightly overdone it last year. Are you kidding me? I still have to have my foot x-rayed too. I mean, come on.
You've got gear rolling on the floor. My pronouns, he, him.
What do you mean? What's he saying? I fake like he's a very handsome guy who can sing with the best of them. Oh, really?
Yeah, he does have a nice voice. He won't admit it, but yes, he does have a nice voice.
Nice. My pronouns, he, him. Oh, no. It's definitely a guy.
Yeah. And I'm sure that he's joking with that whole thing.
Yeah, no, sorry about that. What I was trying to say is, are we sure it's a guy or a girl? Because some people, I ran into a situation with LP and said, LP, you're like my favorite guy on YouTube. And he was like, wait, what? I'm a woman. And I'm like, oh my God, you got to be freaking kidding me after all these months.
You don't know.
But if nobody wants to disclose their real name, like, hi, I'm Melody. If you don't want to disclose your name, and you can't really see a picture, that can tend to happen sometimes.
Right.
And I love LP. LP goes over to Courtney's now.
There you go,
but
Melody. There's some more reinsurance for you from Courtney.
I love my peoples. Bake a leg, he sings mainly country. That's all right. I love country music.
Well, I meant Courtney. She's not going to ghost anybody if they don't.
Look, if I am or not in Shed Wars, I'd never ghost anyone.
See?
Well, that's good to know.
See, we're community. Just because.
Yeah, because like I'm saying, it's not anything bad against Shed Wars. It was just I took on more than I could chew, and a lot of people can't, own that. And I'd be the first one that probably would be like, "No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine." And you know what? Not for nothing, these are all my friends and family on here. I was not good. I was having just random, like, where I was crying in July, crying in August. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with me? It was just all too much.
Yeah.
This move was a lot, and then building that garden right away should have not have been top priority, but it was.
Yeah, but I mean, look what happened. You look at all the friends you've gained. Look at you've become monetized. You've gone down all these avenues. You've become who you are now, and now you can kick back, take care of yourself, still get this YouTube thing going. Then after you've taken care of yourself, come back with a vengeance.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not planning on leaving like YouTube, but I do a video 6 days a week. But if I do every other and you see that lately, that's because that's like a me with a mental health day or,
Yeah, we do.
I mean, not for nothing. It's like even my roommates saying like, Mel, like I'm trying to talk to you and you're standing there with your one foot up. I'm like, yeah, my foot's killing me. Because I had a slight torn Achilles heel, and now I think I really tore it. So I'm going to need some x-rays. Liza, I thought was a girl, and they are a male. Yes, it happened to me with LP. And LP was like, well, she is like one of my biggest fans. And we can relate because we both have anxiety. But, I think I offended her. And I apologized. I was blue in the face, but there's only so much you can do,
Right.
I don't think to this day that LP has stated what her name is.
Yeah.
He kept calling me a guy
was
too.
like,
I
actually,
know, shifting
you
some
all know
soil.
where
I
to
know I'm
begin.
good to that.
What was that, Molly?
Did you see what Mona said? I didn't think Mona was Mona. I thought Sifting Some Soil 55 was a guy too.
See, I wasn't
It's so
sure,
hard
but
to
when
tell
I say
difference.
like buddy, that's just a
I
general
know.
term.
I know. See, Mona, you can't be mad at me
Or-
because Chris
or
did it
even
too. And I
dude.
said, it's
When
not
I
a guy,
do.
it's a woman.
When I say dude, I call Gina dude. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, it's just a general
Yeah, you
term.
just say dude so you could play it safe if it's a he, she, it, they, them,
Yeah.
their, whatever they
But,
are.
you know, we want to reinsure here. We mean no harm
It happens. I
whatsoever
mean,
under
mine
any
is male or
misunderstanding.
female, so people could think either way.
Oh,
That's true, Court. That's very true.
Yeah. I'm going to
But
see
we
if I can
obviously
do.
know Courtney is a female. We obviously know that because we know Court, you know?
So I'm going to take over the screen real quick because I want to show you guys this. This is a present that just came in for Gina.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty.
That's beautiful.
Is that a rose?
That is a rose.
It's a galaxy rose.
It's a galaxy
It's
rose.
really, really nice. Very nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Aw,
Your,
Gina.
you can't grab the. So she also got a. Let me get this back.
Did she get that from you?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a late Christmas present. She also got a thumb harp. You ever heard of that?
It's called a Kambala.
Kambala
Huh.
is the name for it. So it's about yay big,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just a little harp that you
Play it with your thumbnails.
Yeah, you play with your thumbnails.
Yeah. Oh boy, I think Chris is looking to get lucky.
And he
Yes.
got me the
Always.
He's
if I can get it off my hand.
I am the worst. That
And he got me the Aurora
Oh
bracelet.
yeah. Let me take over the screen
Ooh.
again.
Oh, that's really cute.
That's
It
pretty.
doesn't do it justice on
Yeah,
here,
it
but
doesn't do
as
it
you
justice,
as
but-
you move it, it shows you like all the different colors of the rainbow.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Wow.
I think I treated myself to a bracelet. It's like, I can't explain it, but it's black. And then I think it has like a white pearl on it. And it's meant for you to put your essential oils on it
Oh, yep, I'm wearing that too, Mel.
so that you can stay somewhat relaxed. Yeah, right. Yeah, it looks
Mine
almost,
has
The chakra.
mine
beads.
has the chakra beads on it, but
yeah, you have
Yeah.
the red and all in it. Mine's just, I think, the black with the pearls.
and it's got the paw print
Wanna
on it
grab
from
that
my
other
puppy
thing.
that passed.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
Well, that's been a while now, but
Yeah, 2 years ago.
So, even on my Instagram for New Year's Day, I wrote in there, about my anxiety becoming so crippling. And I think I got like a stiff smack upside the head when 22 rolled around. I'll just say 22. That it was like, Mel, you have to start getting it together, girl, So
Yeah.
I want to be able to.
down a little bit, baby.
Oh, yeah. I think my son bought one of them for his girlfriend like a year ago.
Yep.
You could play like little music on it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear it.
Can you?
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah.
I need longer fingernails. I've been biting them
Yeah.
like crazy lately. So
Yeah.
once gardening season starts, that will stop.
Bob. The Bob.
It's a Bob.
What's up, the
What's up,
Bob?
Bob?
Bob. I suffer from seasonal depression right now. Yeah, see,
it's-
listen, nobody can ever judge because you never know what someone else behind that closed door is going through too,
Exactly. Don't.
No.
Only one entity should judge, and that's at the end of it all.
I'm sure
That's right.
everybody has noticed that I have been MIA a lot lately.
Yes.
Yeah.
My dad is back in the hospital. He's in intensive care, and
Yeah.
really don't know how it's going to turn out this time. They think he has a blood clot in his lung. He has some kind of severe infection, and it's in his bloodstream, and they can't figure out where it's coming from. His kidneys are not working properly. They've already started talking dialysis, like rough shape, really
Wow.
rough shape.
And then,
So
not
your
to
dad
mention,
had
the
what
day
is it called,
after
a
that
sepsis?
happened, my father had his third grand mal seizure,
Third and fourth.
third and fourth within a year.
Wow.
So it was a wonderful New Year.
Literally,
for
I
us.
had just gotten back from visiting my dad his second day in the hospital.
and we were
like,
taking my father to the hospital.
Yeah.
So
Wow, I'm so sorry, you guys.
yeah, it is what it is, you know, right? Like
the
But
thing that
Gina,
upsets
as
me
long
with
as your
that,
dad is concerned with a full blood infection, Amanda's, my daughter's dad, he had a full blood infection. They couldn't figure out what it was. And here it ended up being like sepsis was running through his whole body.
yeah, that's what they're saying it is.
But he's alive and he's fine. So, I mean, if
yes.
they put Al like in
Bob,
some
if you
type
would
of
say
like,
music as well, yes, I agree. But
I
music
think
is
with
hard.
my dad, he was already so vulnerable because I mean he had just gotten home 3 weeks prior from having a massive stroke.
yeah,
He was doing really well for the first 2 weeks. He was motivated. He was getting up, going out of the house, doing all the stuff he was supposed to be doing. Then it started getting colder,
No.
and he didn't want to do anything. He
Yeah.
just sat and sat and sat. And I noticed on the first day of the third week, I noticed his legs and his feet were starting to swell. And I told him right off the bat, I was like, Dad, that is not a good sign. We need to
That's
take
your
you to
heart.
the hospital. So he's like, I'm not going back to that effing hospital unless I'm on my deathbed.
Yeah.
He is petrified of needles. And his last hit with his stroke, they couldn't get veins. Like his veins are terrible. So they were searching around and poking to get IVs and blood and this and that. And it was torture for him. He's scared to death of needles.
yeah.
So he just kept putting it off and putting it off. And every day he got a little bit worse and a little bit worse. And I kept telling him, like, Dad, we need to get you to the hospital. Like, this isn't a joke. Like, you got to go get this taken care of. Refused until finally on the 5th day, I went out to go check on him. And he's like, I can't breathe. And I'm like,
no.
Dad, we need to get you to the hospital. Like, your legs are swollen. This could be a sign of a blood clot in your lung, in your heart. Like, don't know. So it got to the point where he couldn't even get out to go to the hospital. Chris literally had to physically carry him to the car.
Oh,
And my dad's not a tiny guy. Like, he's 180 pounds. And Chris, he was struggling with Chris. Like, he was scared and disoriented. So he was grabbing onto things, trying to pull against Chris. And I'm trying to calm. I'm like, Dad, it's okay. You got to trust him. Just let go. I'm right here. He's right here. Nothing's going to happen to you. You're going to be all right.
Scared. Mm-hmm.
It got to the point where Chris got him out and then he kind of collapsed to the ground.
Oh no.
Couldn't catch his breath.
Yeah.
So Chris's mom, Mama Tank is what we call her. She grabbed his feet. Chris grabbed his upper half and they got him in. I'm like in shock at this point. Like, you see anybody go through that that's close to you and it's traumatizing. But when it's your dad and you're a daddy's girl, like, forget it.
Yeah.
So now I know I'm going alone to the hospital with him and he's having a hard time breathing and I have to drive 35 minutes to get to the hospital. And thankfully and not thankfully all at the same time, he moaned all the way there. He was in so much pain. But that moaning let me know he was still breathing.
Yeah.
So I got him there. I ran inside. I got help to come and get him. And then the worst part happened of all. I feel so bad for anybody that has family members going through anything medically right now. It's the worst time for it to happen.
Yeah.
So we get him in there. And because he's having breathing problems, the first thing they turn around and say to me, and now I'm hysterical at this point. Like, I literally think my dad is dying. And I know he's at a safe place now, so I can just let it go. I started bawling, just bawling. And they turn around and look at me and they're like, ma'am, you're going to have to go wait in the parking lot because we're going to have to COVID test him. And I said to him, I'm like, I am his caregiver. I am with him 24/7. If he has COVID, I have COVID. What does that matter at this point?
Yep.
Well, it's protocol. You're going to have to go sit in the car until we get his COVID test back.
2 hours
which
later?
they told me it was going to take an hour. So exactly at that hour, I called in and I was like, okay, my dad's supposed to have a COVID test done so I can go back. Is his test back? And they're like, oh no, it's still pending. I ended up waiting 2 hours before I could go in. And he was in bad shape. He had 4 IVs in him before I got back in there. Like, so bad.
Did you let him know you were there? Did he know you were there?
He knew I was there. They were having a lot of those hard conversations, worst case scenario conversations. And my dad told them, like, it's up to her, whatever she wants to do. And I'm like, Dad, that's not how this works. This is your wishes, not my wishes. I said, you know me. If it's up to me, you're going to be on life support until I die. So it's just I don't wish it upon anybody. I mean, I've already lost my mom. I've lost my sister. I have 2 brothers, but they're not really around.
Yeah.
So he's kind of all I have left in my family. And it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Lots of prayers for you, Gina. I went through something like that 2 years ago with the midst of everything else going on with my daughter's dad. And he made her like the sole person that can make all the medical decisions.
Damn it.
She didn't hear from him for like a week. And my son went down and he is paralyzed. He had a roofing accident and he was kind of half on the bed, half off. So my son knew something was wrong. Called 911 in an ambulance. Long story short, from what we understood, is he was left like that for like a week. And my daughter was left to make medical decisions. So she would call me on the phone and say, Mom, I knew I shouldn't have bleeping sent him here. I'm like, calm down. What's going on? They're saying Dad has a blood clot in his thigh, bigger than, I don't know, pretty big. I said, I'm going to tell you something right now. You move your father, he's not going to make it.
No.
If they want to put the screen in his stomach to grab a blood clot, then he has to have the surgery. So basically, I made all this medical decisions. My daughter just repeated them back. It was an exhausting, like, year and a half. But me and my daughter are always like oil and water. And I felt like I kept saying to her, like, the 4th nighters, you should go home. You should eat. You should take a shower. He's stable, blah, 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 blah. Like, they had to shock his heart a few times. Anyway, my daughter is this 5'4", like, triple D type of girl.
Did you just hit a jackpot, Nikki?
No, the cat is in the window and you heard
It's the blind.
Go ahead, Melody. I thought I heard a jackpot.
Yeah, I thought I did too. So needless to say, my daughter came to my house and she came running up the steps and like jumped on me, like the biggest hug ever. She like ripped her clothes off, was in the tub. I mean, she's a grown woman and was having me bathe her. She had like a panic attack when she was there. She felt like somebody was trying to push her out the window of the hospital.
Oh, man.
That's when you're not getting any sleep or eating, and
You literally start to hallucinate.
So she slept in my bed, and she didn't go down the hospital that next day. She ordered all this Chinese food, and I thought to myself, with everything going on, like, wow, she's so different. We're going to be okay. Once her dad was situated and stable and whatnot, like, he did go to a care facility to live for a bit, and then he got out once to go home, but because she was busy with her life and no one was checking on the house, they literally like robbed his house right on down to the what's that pink stuff called?
Insulation?
Yeah, right on down to taking the insulation out. So he had to get back on paratransit to go back to where he was. That was very sad. And now he is officially out, doing well, and he was in like the worst shape you could possibly imagine, Gina. So needless to say, I know everybody's circumstances are different.
I'm definitely not giving up, Melody.
No, you can't. You can't. That's the moral of my story.
It's the hardest thing I've ever had to go through. Like, my mom had lung cancer, so we knew what the outcome was going to be. Like, she had lung cancer, but on top of that, she had clogged arteries in her heart and this and that, and she needed heart surgery. But in order to have heart surgery, you have to have clear lungs.
Yeah.
So we knew what the outcome was going to be. It was months and months before anything happened. but you kind of prepare yourself for that.
Mhm.
But when it just happens like that, and there's
No,
no warning,
Gary.
and
Gary. But you know what, though? I lost a lot of sleep. My daughter was like 10 when I got the call that my daughter's dad fell off of the 2-story roof, you know? So it was like I stayed up all night. I was talking to doctors. I'm like, he's scared of hospitals. He never goes to them. He doesn't like needles. And I'll never forget this as long as I live. The woman got on the phone with me and she said, such a shame. And I said, what is? And she said, he's such a good looking, handsome guy, looks like he takes care of himself. And she said we had to heavily sedate him in order to get him into, like, I guess the CT, tube. And she just then went on to say, it's such a shame. And I said to her again, what's a shame? And I said, is he going to be okay? And she said, oh, honey, he'll never walk again. I said, ever? And she said, no, he severed his spine in 2 places. And I was the one that found that out. Went into my daughter's room that night. I will never forget it. And I was just looking at her sleeping, a little 10-year-old in her bed. And her name's Amanda, but I always called her Midge. And I was like, Midge, wake up. It's mommy. I'm like, snowing out, to get her on groggy. She looked, she got up, she was looking out at the snow. And I said, do you trust me? She said, yeah. And I said, Daddy's in the hospital. He's not good right now. But when I know something further, I will tell you every single bit that's going on with your dad. She said, okay. She went back to sleep. And then it was like maybe 4 days later, he had to have that surgery because he also broke his neck. But they go through the front to fix the back of the neck. And I said, my mother-in-law was there. And I said to her, we were explaining to her what the surgery was going to be. It was probably the worst thing I ever experienced because the blood curdling screams that were coming out of her, who was a daddy's girl. She's only 10. She was screaming got to the point where I said to my mother-in-law, like, Mom, can you just make it stop? Because like my heart was breaking. But I said to her, Amanda, you have to have faith in God or whatever you believe. Everything's going to be okay. And her dad is a real fast. He talks a lot. I mean, a lot. But the risk is there. You'll never talk again. So I told her all that. And he came through that flying colors. And then his next big surgery was to get the 2 metal rods down his back. And that was the longest night and day in my entire life. So that I could tell my daughter whether or not her dad made it. And I kept calling and I'm like, what's taking so long? And they're like, well, the surgeon that's doing the surgery is very meticulous. And I was like, okay, I guess being meticulous is a good thing,
Yeah.
Needless to say, he was in surgery for like 34, 36 hours to get the 2 metal rods in his back. I was exhausted, Gina. So I know exactly what you're going through. But the thing of it is, I never really looked at Al the same like when he was in a chair. Like, I didn't want to see like the back of him or whatever. Like my daughter had seen it. And Al needed me to do something. He was at my house. He was in the wheelchair. Something had me go up behind him. They weren't joking about that surgeon. This is what I'll remember. As I saw from the back of his neck going down on each side, every single stitch was like impeccable, inches away from each other, And I thought to myself, I'd rather have a surgeon that's meticulous like that because my daughter's father is still alive. To go to your dad, when Amanda's dad went in, he was in the worst shape ever. He had a blood infection. They couldn't figure out what it was. And that's why I just suggested to you, what did I say it was, Gina? Sepsis. It was running all through him. Through him. They got him on antibiotics and took a while.
That's what they're treating him with is heavy duty antibiotics. They literally started it. I have to say, I took him to the right place.
Yeah.
It's Portsmouth Regional Hospital here in New Hampshire, and they actually just opened up a brand new stroke center. Like they're the number one in our state for strokes. Which you think stroke, what's the first thing you think of is blood clot. So obviously they're going to have the best treatments for that. And honestly, the level of care there is it's amazing. Like when I get there, the minute I walk, you have to call to get into ICU. They'll open the door and his nurse is standing there waiting to fill me in on every little thing that has happened during the day.
That's good.
and like he'll stay in the room with me for 15 or 20 minutes. Just, is there any other questions you have?
Mm.
Like, he'll stand there and
It sounds
ask
like
my
he's in
dad
the
how
right
he's
place.
feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, today was a
Well,
better
it sounds
day.
like he's in the right place, and that's all that you can do right now is put your trust in God and knowing that your father's in the right place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And pray, pray, pray. We'll all pray that your dad will be A-okay.
Right.
All I've been really doing, but he had a better day today. It was a promising day. Like,
Yeah.
they're actually
There are
letting
going to be some bad days, and then you'll have some really good days, but just don't lose hope, honey. Don't lose hope.
No.
Absolutely. I love the side conversations we were having over
I
here in
just
the
saw
chat.
that. Payback for Bruce making fun of me burning bread. Poop troop facts, she wrote.
Yeah, no.
I love
they-
you, Gina. I know it's hard, honey. Just wanted to say I love you. And if you need me, Chris has my phone number. Weird, but Chris has my number. Call me.
yeah. I
I
have
don't care if
everybody's
you
number.
cry, if you want to
Honestly.
vent. I don't care. You can call me anytime, day or night, if you need me, okay?
I appreciate that.
Yeah. No, she won't.
I think the
No.
hardest part, and obviously, Melody, from dealing with it, it's filling everybody else in. Like, you're going through so much yourself emotionally, and you, like, when I walk out of that hospital, like, I just want to take a breath and like let it go for a minute.
But then
no,
everybody
I have
else
to be
needs to
I
know
have
what's
to
going
text
on.
This person, I have to call this person. I
Yeah.
have to text this person.
It's exhausting. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
But you have a very good husband.
Yeah,
And
he's
have
at
him
least
rub your
been keeping the
shoulders.
YouTube channel alive.
Yeah, he's
Everything.
keeping the YouTube channel alive. He can rub your back and shoulders. He's a shoulder to lean on.
Laundry.
At least you're not in it by yourself.
Cooking food.
He's been amazing. He really
Yeah,
has.
at least
And
you're not doing this alone. You have your lovely
She only
husband
says that
over
on
there.
the camera, though.
he is full of crap.
What?
He's giving me crap, is what it is.
Yeah, well,
But no,
remember,
he's been
Gina,
a
he's
huge
up in the
support.
galaxy tonight, honey.
What about the galaxy?
I
Oh,
said, don't worry about what he's saying. He's up in the galaxy tonight.
Yeah, he's always up in the galaxy. It's his favorite place to be.
It's the correct altitude. Just makes life go by so much easier.
Yeah.
But no, his parents have been great.
Yeah.
I have a great support system. I really do.
And then,
That's good.
there's only so much that we can do. Like, it's not
Right.
a perfect situation. It's not the greatest living situation, but it's acceptable. It's what we
Right.
can do. It's all we can do in such a crisis as 2021, 2020, and more than
Right.
likely 2022.
Right.
I hope not. But
I'm
you know
hoping
what
it
they
too,
say:
but it's
poop
not
in
looking
one
so
hand
good.
and hope in the other, and see which fills first.
I just saw
Another
she
poop
was,
troop.
when I was doing keto, I did coffee to poop.
Yes.
Didn't you know that coffee is a natural stimulant?
Yeah, see, that's what I meant here, Melody. Coffee equals poop. Poop troop
Yeah.
facts.
It
You'll
is a
learn
true
all
fact.
this when you become a member. All the poop troop
No,
facts.
I already knew that. I'm a coffee
Um,
drinker. Everybody that drinks
Lou
coffee
from
knows
the
you have to
Lou.
poop
Lou from
afterwards.
the Lou has wonderful stories.
Morning coffee, morning cigarette, you're good to go.
Yeah, you get everything
Right.
going and moving.
It's a natural diuretic, a cup of coffee in the morning.
See? See,
Absolutely.
Courtney loves this. It's all free advertising, and all we're doing is talking about poop.
Poop.
Yeah.
Poop, 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 poop.
Like, it's
Everybody
brilliant.
poops.
It's brilliant. She's like Pinky and the Brain. Like, she's gonna take
Oh, I
over the
remember
world.
that. Pinky in the brain is funny. Yeah, she's getting free advertisement.
Right?
We love you, too.
And all you have to do is say, we're going to talk about
Shout out to
garden
the
stuff.
toilets.
Manure. There you go.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I know, Courtney, you're a chicken lover. I don't know if we have any other chicken lovers in there, but I had this miraculous idea today. Well, it was a while back at work. Now, one of the things that me and Chris deal with a lot of is paper shreddings. Giant bags of paper shreddings.
Oh, and
I
another
was
thing, ground
thinking-
coffee grounds.
Yes, I said that. Coffee
Never
ground.
mind coffee grounds. I'm talking about bedding.
Yeah, we have access. Didn't you say we have access to shreddings and we have access
No.
to coffee grounds? I'm sorry. I was reading the chat and I apparently got. Never mind.
So we get these huge bags of shreddings, and I was wondering if you could use that as bedding for chickens. Would it work?
Yeah.
I don't know about the coffee grinds for chickens.
Not
or
No,
coffee.
no,
anything.
no.
No,
I thought we
he
were talking
threw
about
that
gardening.
in there.
Yeah, I did too. I thought we were talking gardening.
Yeah,
I have
like
no idea.
compost.
I don't have my chickens yet. Remember, Jean?
Yeah.
No, Courtney's in chat. Nikki, I know you got chickens too.
I have chickens. We use hogs fuel, and we every couple of
What is
months
that?
need to add more. But it's just like
That's like
ground up.
a mulch, right?
Yeah, it's like ground up pine trees. That's what it smells like.
Really? I mean, I can just buy a wood chipper, and we got pine tree branches all throughout out back in our forest. Like,
Yeah.
huh? Maybe that's a
Certain
good investment.
setting they say not to use on chickens because then it gives them upper respiratory infections.
Paper
I
should
don't
work
know.
for bedding.
And then you have paper. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know about paper.
I'll do more research.
She uses sand.
I was gonna say we did
Courtney uses
research on
sand.
using the
Like
hogs
beach
fuel,
sand?
and it's okay for livestock. So we kind of went with that.
It's probably the one I use for my rabbits.
I'm sure that helps with the odor aspect too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Using
Moon
pine.
over
Yeah.
Miami. What's going on?
Hello,
is
Moon.
Miami. Hello.
Hope you're doing
Yes,
well.
beach sand.
Yes,
Well,
beach
we
sand.
got tons of
Yeah,
that.
we literally
Just literally go
5-minute
down
walk.
to the beach and start shoveling
No,
it into
The
the.
marsh.
Oh yeah, the marsh.
The
too.
marsh is a 5-minute walk down the
Just
road.
start
and-
shoveling into the back of the truck.
Yeah.
Large litter box.
Wait a minute. What?
So Gina, how much money on packages of seeds did you spend? A whole $8, or you have more than that?
Oh, that's
yeah.
that's
Okay.
probably
What was the
I
total?
I can't
What was
believe
your
you asked
dollar
that.
total?
Hold on, I'll be
No,
right back.
you've done it now, Melody. You have
Let her
done
go
it
get her
now.
receipt. I'm curious to see if
We
she
use-
outdid me.
We use an old lunchbox cooler, and I jimmy rig everything to save as much money as possible,
Yeah.
as you're about to see right now. As soon as she comes back, I'll put me big on the screen so we can all check this out and show you what we're talking about. It's
Hey,
so
look
full
at
she
Gears
can't get it
comment.
out. What's up? Oh! I'm falling
Look
behind.
at Gears comment.
Hello, shredded paper should be
For
okay.
chicken,
Clean the house once a week. All
nesting,
right.
and litter.
I just go home from work now. Go on and scoop the poop like kitty litter. Okay.
All right. Well,
I
since
use
I
the
gotta put
shredded
more
paper
seeds
for
away,
chicken
anyway.
nestings and litter.
So
Yeah, hold on. Let me do this first, dear. So we can
Oh,
also
okay.
it's an old cooler.
That's a good idea.
now.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. You don't need to show all the pockets and stuff. So this is what I
Okay.
meant by I convert. So the
Okay.
24 packs of soda, and I just cut it down and shaped it so it perfectly fits.
Ah,
Yeah, it's a good
all these
idea.
foods.
and they are organized.
They
kinda.
were organized until I just spilled them on the floor. So that's number one. Here's some of the ones that we harvested this year.
Now, most of
Mm.
these, I will say, are Dollar Tree seeds.
That's tray
Mm.
number 2.
No, you're fitting a lot in that little cooler.
And then there's 2 more inside of it as
Oh,
well.
yeah,
2
look at
more.
all
I
that.
don't know if you can actually see how many is there, but
There's,
I don't know. I might have to borrow seeds off of Gina this year.
a
Yes,
lot,
absolutely.
a lot of seeds.
We
And
actually
I have a ton of seeds too, Melody. If you want
Oh,
to see
do
a
you?
list, I can email it to
You know how
you.
many seeds I blew
Just
through
keep
last
buying
year from Dead Wars and all? Holy cannoli.
She just keeps buying them and buying them, but they're kind of organized a little bit.
And then my front pocket here is like all my pretty stuff,
Yeah,
Okay.
like
flowers.
Okay,
flowers.
well,
that
I'm still
kind of
waiting.
stuff.
I'm just talking about the dollar store. Where's your receipt? How much did you spend only on seeds tonight, Gina?
I would have to count my packages.
What, in
to
this
tell
thing?
you.
No, it says
Oh,
tonight.
the
Oh,
trip to the
tonight.
Yeah,
dollar
show
store.
those off.
So, yeah.
Not counting anything else she's bought at the dollar store, just seed packs. Paper is made of wood, right? Yeah, paper
Right.
comes from wood.
3,
She's up to $3.
4.
Now remember, it's 4 for $1.
On seeds.
Yeah, there's so many. This is
5.
ridiculous. And I know other people like Sarah from Big Blue House.
$6.25.
$6.25.
Yeah, for
That's nothing.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
great.
Well, that's
You
the
did
thing. You
really
see all
good.
these
That's
seeds.
very
and it's-
good, Gina.
and I have peas, spinach, cucumbers, more peas, green beans,
My queen.
corn,
In-house
carrots, romaine lettuce, mammoth sunflowers, mixed color Swiss chards,
What, you
cabbage,
see, Mama?
more corn, yellow beans,
She's all giddy right now, everybody.
watermelon, turnip, different kind of peas, more watermelon, more Swiss chard.
Last time I checked, Bob, yes, paper's made of wood.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Beets, butternut squash, you name it, it's here.
Yeah, we.
Ooh, I think you did a fantastic job. You know what I think you should do a video. People
on
love
what?
people love seed hauls, honey. Have you seen my channel? When I
This is
do
the one I'm
my
most
garden-
excited about this year. I don't know if you can see it. The Birdhouse Gourd.
Oh, that's interesting. I wanted a couple of those, Gina. I want to see
Oh,
if I could
well.
do a birdhouse. Like I don't mean like you have to give me any seeds. I want Chris to grow me like 2 of them and then turn 2
Well,
of them
if there's
into
enough
birdhouses.
melody, like there's no reason not to share. That's
But I'm
how I
saying I
feel
want
about
you
it.
to do all the work, grow it, carve it out, make 2 birdhouses.
From what I understand, I've watched a few videos on it.
Yeah, Gear.
They take like 6 months
How-
to
how much
dry.
free stuff did you
dry
get
out
here?
thoroughly.
Gear Grandin, how much free stuff did you get? I knew you were excited about it.
Well,
I think you should do a seed haul. Dollar store, Dollar Tree seed haul. That's all you have
yeah,
to put.
I told Chris we should just,
I just, I don't know.
update as we go.
But yeah, see that?
Yeah,
repurposing
I mean, that's what I do
and
on my
old school,
channel.
Everybody, right?
That's
Isn't
a good
not a
idea.
bad idea.
Good idea. I just got lucky though because I paid for 2 of the photo box keepers. I got like 2 for $50, and then my friend
That's
found them
what
for
I want.
cheaper than that at Michael's. You can check Michael's online
Yeah,
or whatever.
they were on sale around Christmas time here for $14, something.
Oh,
like
that's
that,
a steal. That's a total
that's,
steal.
that's like $9-12 of free seeds right there, Gear. It's
That doesn't
something.
matter though. That's a steal. That holds a lot of containers.
Oh, Gear saying that
Yeah.
he spent $50
Right
at
here,
Baker
Melody.
Creek and he got 3 free
So he
packs.
got like
Baker's
20%
Creek. Okay.
more. He got like 120% in his.
I never
total
order
order.
from Baker's Creek because I can never afford it. But I usually do MI Gardner, and then I do like the bug
Yeah,
out seed
I
bags.
have
the
a
seed
whole
bowl.
cart full of stuff sitting in MI Gardner right now.
Yeah.
And I just love the unique stuff at Baker Creek. Like you can't
Yeah.
find it anywhere else.
We found like these. We did again from Wide Family Farm. We did a seed trade, and we got Heaven's Essentials. I hope she's okay. Haven't heard from her lately. She's a great seed swap partner, and the only thing we told her was, pick cosmic things. Boy, did she ever! Like we have zucchini that are like rainbow. Watermelons that grow this big.
No, they're bigger
like,
than that.
it's crazy stuff.
Your yellow watermelon, and not just yellow outside, they're yellow inside and out.
Yeah.
Never
Nice.
seen a yellow watermelon before.
So yeah. I hope
And my
she's
gardener
okay.
has a real small like watermelon. I think it's like a yellowish orange type of color. But I did it. I planted them when I was at the community garden, and I don't know what became of that because when I would get down there, like I would know what was growing, and then I'd go back and things would be missing. So I was like, oh, forget about it. I'll wait till I'm situated, and then
Yeah, I really want to get one of those growing in our area, a community garden.
Yeah.
I also want to get one of those seed swap banks going in my community. I mean, there's tons of
I
farms
think the
around here,
seed swap
tons.
thing's a very good idea. Somebody should start that again. I have 3 of those. And I
Courtney,
got
are you gonna do another seed swap this year?
Oh yeah.
I think she does hers in February or March or
Yeah.
something like that. Because I tried running an idea past her back in like the end of November, beginning of December. And I was kind of toying around with the idea of wanting to do a seed swap in December for the seeds to be mailed back out in January.
Yeah.
But other people do it, and I didn't want to step on any toes.
So,
So, I
Courtney,
just
that's
Nikki,
Heaven
the
Essentials.
way I see that, the more the merrier, really.
Yeah.
I mean, Abundant Acres just did one, not really a seed swap per se, but they put it out there
yeah.
like, you guys are all in chat. If you know you have seeds that somebody else wants, if they have seeds you want,
trade.
together. Great.
Yeah,
They were
we
just like a
traded out.
platform for everybody to
Like
say,
you
"Hey,
take
I have
something
this,
out that
you
you
have
want,
that."
and then you put something back in for someone else. I think it's a fabulous idea.
Yeah,
Right.
and I mean, you can't
You
go
should
wrong
do
with.
it,
I
Nikki. If
wish
you want to
more
do
people
it, don't worry
did.
about other people's toes because it's always going to be like that. Just do one.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Courtney. Just as long as she's okay. I haven't heard from her since the seed swap, and that was months ago.
Stupid trolls.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, you guys are fast. I was like still reading it, and he's already bashing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm right on it. ADD, you know. Nikki, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the more seed swaps we have, the better. Honestly.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? I think you should too. I think everybody in this gardening community should do it.
And
I
another thing,
hate the person too.
it would
I'm a
be
nut
good.
though.
It's good to have regionally grown seeds as well. And what I mean by that is
Yeah.
what you harvest from your garden is going to be cold hardy.
Yeah.
And maybe in the changing years, maybe it's going to be colder where, you know, some other person is and they have that cold hardy ready to go.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking a little too outside the box.
No,
But
that sounds pretty
That's
good.
another experiment I
I'll
want
share
to
my
do.
seed. Gear's going to sell Gear. Oh, he retracted it. Said, I'll share my seed.
You'll
Unless
share
he
his
meant a
seed.
little something else by he'll
wait
share
a minute,
his
who
seed.
said that?
Gear said he'll
Gear.
share his seed.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll
I've
share
already,
his seed.
you know, shared my seed with 17 other people. So,
Yeah.
Are we still talking about seed?
More like
Yes.
his father shared his seed with 17 other people.
no, I have 13 other brothers and sisters. Yeah.
Damn.
Your dad was having a good
But
time.
he's never met, may I add.
Yeah, I've never met. Oh, I've
That's
met,
a whole lot of fucking.
well, 2 of them.
And all with different women.
Yeah, all with different women.
Damn.
Wow. He was popular.
He was yeah, whatever.
We'll
He's
just
irrelevant
say,
to my
just say
life.
he has a really good daddy now, and that's the only
Seed.
daddy he needs.
He put the thing. Look at Gear's comment. Seeds, meaning like seeds. Gear, you can share some seeds with me.
Here, we knew what you meant. We knew
yeah.
what you meant.
I was just trying to be
It's always
fresh.
that awkward moment.
I wasn't awkward. I was being serious. I thought he wanted to share his seed.
Yeah.
And then he corrected it. He corrected it. Put
well,
S
you know,
on the end of
we
it.
have perverts here. And,
Gear's
yeah,
not pervert.
they like to point fingers and call people perverts when they're the actual perverts.
Hey, I'll be the first one to say I am a redhead and I am fresh as hell. I will
Right?
provoke something, okay?
What's his name? Paul.
I just
Yeah,
provoked that with
Paul
Gear. I
Honeyman.
knew what he meant, but you know, I just had to mess with him a little bit.
Yeah, like Paul Honeyman. He's a pervert too. He's like the Bob
Well,
of
Paul
melody
Honeyman is
chats.
fucking hilarious. He's hilarious, and you
Yeah.
think he has the hots
He
for
really
like.
is. He is the exact Bob.
Yeah.
But Melody's Bob.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have to get up and move to go grab something to show you, and he's like, "Great ass," or you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Perverts
it's the
unite.
most compliments
Oh,
I get.
Melody,
in like
nice shirt.
15 years.
Bend over a little more.
I don't think he just does all that, but you know.
Yeah.
Or like if I'm talking about my weight and I'm going back on protein and he's like, the only thing that I think is going to work for you is if I'm on top of you, that's what's going to make you heavy. Remember that?
Yeah.
I almost died laughing.
Or the,
And then
the
we-
pickle
That's
packer
crazy.
ability. The
Oh,
pickle
I was just
packer.
going to say that. My friend got me a pickle packer ball. That turned into an interesting live to say
Yeah,
the
it was.
least.
That was a very, very interesting
It
line.
was
It
a
was a
very
very
naughty
funny
pickle
line.
packer, I'll
Yeah.
put it
Pickle
that way.
packer. That became a whole big, oh, yay, mamma mia. A lot of fun, though. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
He has been MIA like the last 3 lives, but he has written to me and whatnot. He's just been a little bit busy with his daughter and a little extra tired because don't forget, he does have a heart condition. He's on medication.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
we
you
almost
know,
lost him once
it's-
from like, you
it's
know,
kinda
them
weird.
mixing up his medicine.
It's kind of weird. You form these connections, but they're not connections. It's like, oh wow, I haven't seen such and such. I hope they're okay. Oh,
Yeah, I noticed it right away. I noticed
know
it
what
right
I
away
mean?
when he wasn't in, and I immediately thought, like, oh no, did they mix up his medication again? Because
He's
he
the
actually
first
almost died, you know?
no,
I thought
Mark.
you were no,
Mark's the oldest.
from your sperm donor.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's so many. You can't even explain my family tree.
I
It's-
do gear.
It's more like a
Well, I'm
weed.
growing it this year.
I
Gear wants to know anyone grow
absolutely love kohlrabi.
Kohlrabi is delicious. It's great with just ranch. It's good in a stir
I have some
fry.
growing out there. I don't know how it's going to do, but this is my first
You know what
winter.
the best part about kohlrabi? Using the leaves and the root in a stir fry. Delicious. And the leaves are
I think
very
Simple
good.
Living Alaska said they always take off like the outer. It will eat the leaves, but it's when you get to the center, it's like the best ever.
So what we did is we took the what do you call that hard center? Not the. We wanted just the leaf. We cut out the stalk of the leaf.
It almost sounds like how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll of a Tootsie
Yeah,
Roll
that's pretty
Pop?
much how it was. It's pretty much what we did though, Melody. We took out like the older, yuckier leaves, the ones that were bug damaged and
So you
all
had
that.
the leaf, but then you had the main root. And
That's
leaf.
the stem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
did that.
stem.
You looked at me like I had 17 heads. Like the stem of the leaf, of each leaf. We had to cut that out because it was so hard.
Great with
fibrous.
ranch.
Yeah.
It never gets far.
Yeah.
Courtney says.
But
I
don't
can't
know, how would
wait.
you
I can't wait to
describe
try
the
it. I hope it grows.
kohlrabi is kind of like a taste between cabbage,
And potato.
turnip.
Oh, well, that's up my alley then because, Irish love me potatoes
I mean,
and I love me some cabbage.
Yeah, it's just like, cabbage potato.
Yeah,
It's really good.
sounds
Yeah,
yummy.
we love it. Fresh, cooked.
We've tried it.
So I don't know how
and
it's
the
going to
leaves
do
are
out
just-
there without a cover on it. I don't know if it'll grow right, but we'll see.
And the leaves
Right
are
on, right
Good
on.
night,
Sounds
Courtney.
good to me.
anti-cancer.
Thank you, dear.
Yeah, they have anti-cancer fighting agents in them and all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
Love you, Bob.
I have to say,
Courtney,
I'm
have
pretty,
a wonderful night. Thank you. Sorry.
Who's Bob?
Thank you,
Who's
Art.
she saying she loves Bob?
Courtney.
Courtney's leaving. That's all. He's saying bye to Bob. Bob is
Oh.
Bob 942.
Oh, sorry.
He's a prepper guy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Um,
thought that was like her little signal that she was leaving. Night,
Yep.
Courtney.
it's
Yeah,
early.
have a
yet.
wonderful night, Courtney. Of course, Gear's going to say that. 6 a.m. It's early. Yeah.
The only thing I haven't
Have a
tried
wonderful
leaves
night,
off
Courtney.
of
Yeah,
yet.
I'm about
me
to pass out.
Me and Chris have been trying to, utilize the whole plant, not just, we're
Yeah.
gonna eat the root.
Yeah.
The only thing I have not tried yet for leaves is beets, but I've heard they're really good.
Well, I was like disappointed because I had M.I. Gardner Chautauqua. Hopefully, I'm saying that correctly. And harvested one, like, oh, I'm so excited. I finally conquered beets. I came in the house like a dum-dum and like bit right into it. It was like, whoa, it tastes like dirt. I mean, I didn't even wash it or anything,
It's-
So I
No,
let
this-
it go for like a bit and then I harvest it. And I do have a video on it. Like I didn't want to leave these out, leave these behind. Here's the candy cane color. It still kind of stays when you boil it so the knife comes right out. Oh my goodness. Do I regret saying like, oh, I'm a little disappointed that they're not Detroit red beets. I am definitely ordering myself 2 packs of those Chautauquas because I think they're actually better than any beet I've ever had.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
wow.
They're good.
One thing
And
that
they
I
don't
have
to stay
in
the
my
ground for
cart,
long either.
one thing I have in my cart at M.I. Gardner, and I don't know if anybody's tried them yet, is sugar beets. Have you grown
Sugar
those
beets.
yet?
No, I haven't tried
They
them.
They actually use them as a sugar substitute. Like you
Oh.
dehydrate them, you break them down, and you can use them as sugar.
Nice. I like beets just in general. I don't care if they're cold. I don't care if they're in a can.
Yep.
I don't care if they're hot. I just like beets. So when I didn't see like the blood scene type of beet, I was like, well, at least I could grow beets. They're not the ones that I wanted. And then I tasted
Yeah.
the second one, was like, oh my gosh, forget about it. They're so good. Chautauqua beets. M.I. Gardner. Remember
So
that.
when you said it tastes like dirt, it made me laugh because me and Chris have grown so many different kinds of radishes.
Oh, I
We've
love
grown
radishes.
all of them, and
I love radishes.
to us, it just tastes like spicy dirt. It's just
No.
spicy dirt.
Ferment them.
We've never tried cooking them either, too. So maybe that
I
would
heard
change. stuff.
chicken, they taste really good too, cooked. I've never cooked them. I usually will slice them thin and mix it in, because I'm that really super thin, skinny woman that likes a good salad. You know
Oh,
that,
I-
Jean.
I'm not
So
super
I'll
skinny
throw
woman,
it
but
all
I
in there.
love me a salad.
I love salads. I like my
Especially
greens. If
when
I
you
don't get
can
enough
go
greens,
right
my
out to
body's
your
hurting.
garden and just pick everything fresh. There's nothing like it. It really
That's
is.
something that I'm looking forward to this year is actually like I said this to my roommate the other day, like if I want to go pick a watermelon and eat it, I'm picking a watermelon and eating it. I'm not going to be like, oh no, that watermelon I can't touch because that was the supermarket challenge. And then just keep letting it sit there and hope it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and taking a chance on rotting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I had one tomato and mayo sandwich. I ate one pepper out of the garden and Jimmy was like, did you weigh it? So I don't feel like I really got to eat the things that I wanted that I was growing because I had to quick preserve it or whatever, you know?
you want to know the funny part, Melody? We just started keeping scales everywhere. We had one in the house, in the kitchen, and one in the greenhouse. So if there was anything that we wanted to immediately eat, throw it on the scale.
Me too, Gear. French breakfast radish is my go-to. I like to roast them. I don't know. I think me and Gear are on the same path here because he also said French breakfast radish. I think they are so good, Gina.
I don't think I've tried those ones yet.
They're good. I usually get them from M.I. Gardner, but they're really good. As a matter of fact, my tendered mustard greens that are gigantic out there right now covered a few that I forgot were there. They were like this big, but still good. Still good. They make sugar out of sugar beets here where I live at Holy Sugar. Yeah, holy cow. I'll have to try the sugar beets.
They're really interesting looking. Like they're white. They're all white.
I'm just
and they
glad
get like
that
you know, Melody, your beet, your normal beet. These get like and pretty long.
Well, that's the other thing. Don't forget about the Chautauqua beets is they don't have to be in the ground that long. The longer you leave them in the ground, the woodsier they will get. So you can get a faster,
right up my alley.
So you can get a faster turnover. Like do say 75 cell count. We'll just say you should take the beets, plant them out, start your next ones. When they're ready to harvest, you'll rip them all out and you'll put the next 75 in. That's how I do it.
That's what I gotta get in the habit of doing.
No, Nikki, you're not allowed to leave.
I have to go get all the trash out of the kitchen, put a load of dishes in, and then let the big dogs inside so I can go to bed.
All right.
But I am going to be listening while I'm cleaning. So
thank you for coming up.
Thanks for having me. It was fun hanging out with you guys.
Yeah. I'm going to send you an email, right?
We'll probably be doing a lot more of this.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Since we, went ahead and did the $25 a month, we're going to get our money's worth. So we'll be doing more of this.
Awesome. Sounds good.
It count.
Yep. Have a good one.
Bye. Night.
Have fun cleaning up.
It's early yet. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know they had a sugar beet. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I found that out
through me yesterday when I showed you my cart.
No, you were looking at those a while ago.
I have some things in the M.I. Gardner cart too, but I didn't order it yet though.
I have $20 worth. I'm just waiting for payday.
I don't think I'm exactly $20 yet. I usually will spend anywhere between like 80 and 100 at M.I. Gardner.
I think I read on his Facebook page that he is going to be giving out free seeds with every order now.
Wow.
We'll see. I used to wait till Valentine's when I got asked, what do you want for Valentine's Day? I was the woman that always said seeds.
Yeah, I do that for everything, and nobody has bought me seeds yet.
You keep talking about this wonderful book.
Yeah, I ordered the Baker Creek catalog like 3 months ago, and I still haven't got it yet. I was hoping.
I still don't have the free one. I'm waiting for my free one to get here. I don't need to have the other one, but.
Yeah, so you're both waiting for it.
And I was hoping it was here before Christmas so I could just circle stuff in the book and they could, just.
So now we're hoping
seeds.
for the birthday. 3 months.
Yeah, I might reorder it through his email and see if maybe it will show up. I don't know.
Cosmic Cultivators.
For the free one, that's the one that I usually get every year.
Yeah.
But you can always set a goal to get it, like seeds for like as a Valentine's Day gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she buys them whenever she wants anyway, so it's not like a surprise thing. It's just like more.
Well, I mean, I buy the common stuff.
Seeds are an investment.
Like that.
You know what I mean by that? Seeds are an investment, but it's a good investment. It's not like buying a pack of cigarettes. It's not like buying soda. Those seeds are going to keep you self-sustainable for a long time.
In today's world, seeds are gold.
That's why we
Yeah.
have so. That's why we have so many, Melody. When this
Yeah,
all
that's what I
first
said.
started happening,
Seeds will keep you self-sustainable. You know.
exactly.
Exactly.
I
And
mean,
from
no
what
matter
in the
what else
stories I've
happens in the
heard, like
world.
they don't go bad.
Yeah,
Their
no.
germination rate goes down, but that's
And barely.
But
Barely.
even if you get 25% of 100 seeds, you have 25 plants to rebulk that seed count once again.
Yeah.
So,
and that's another thing too. Like
although
I have
even
to-
a lot
I
of
have
the
to drink
Dollar
my
Tree
chocolate
ones are
milk.
heirloom.
I'm still here.
No.
I'm going to
Okay.
drink my chocolate milk.
Oh yeah.
like saved
Well, what is that?
ton of my own seeds.
Yeah, which ones are those, baby?
That's blue irises.
Blue irises.
Nice. Do you remember the red ones that you guys grew last year? And I ended up growing it from some wild seed mix. I had no idea what it is. I think it was
Yeah,
alyssum.
It was alyssum, I think it was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need
We
some
also
seeds for
had,
that because I really liked it. Is that something that comes back every year? Because I ripped it out.
No, I don't think so. I think they're one and done.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't even remember what. Oh, these are squash, I believe. But
You
yeah,
say
I
put it-
just
put it
started
closer.
saving and saving and saving my own seeds.
So squash seeds, like zucchini
Yellow
seeds.
green beans.
Yeah, I
You
think
got a
there's
lot of squash seeds, Gina. You could spare a few of them, girl.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
could.
you want some?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, no problem.
Get a
Boom,
notepad
just
and
like
a pen and get ready. I'll put my order in now.
But no,
Well, here's the thing, Melody. We're gonna try to come up with something like Joe does, but we don't want to do the spinny wheel thing because repetition is boring, you know. And Joe has that, and that's Joe's thing. So we're gonna. Come up with
I was
something
thinking
else.
like a cute little Q&A or something
Yeah.
like that.
Like,
Yeah.
do you
How
know?
well
Do you know the
our channel?
cosmics? And then kind of make people.
Well, great. That
want
means
to-
I wouldn't get a single seed. As well as I know you do, when I'm put on pressure like that, I'm like, da-da-da-da-da.
See,
So-
but that would get people to watch your content more if they want seeds,
True.
right? That's the way
True.
we're thinking of it.
I want to plant this one this year.
And as you see, we have a ton of seeds to give away.
Nice.
The butterfly
Yeah,
flower.
I think I'm 4 subscribers away from being 1.2K.
Nice. You
And when I get
surpassed
to the
us,
one-
Melody.
So when I get to the 1.2K is when because I didn't want to do it at 1,000. Yeah, I was like paranoid of like YouTube with all their number changes and stuff. And when I
Melody,
get
have
to
you
the
ever
one-
grown these?
what is it?
They're called Canterbury bells.
For hummingbirds?
I don't know if they're for.
On the back of the page.
Cup and saucer mixed colors.
They look pretty.
Striking plants with unusual flowers and a blend of 4 vibrant colors, and it's biennial, so they live for 2 years.
Huh. Well,
Wow. That's
Bob, have a
different.
wonderful night, buddy. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye, Bob.
Again,
Have
I
a
think
lovely
those
night,
were,
Bob.
We'll
No,
see you
those are-
tomorrow night at Courtney's for
Night,
sure.
Bob. Trying to find that mix.
Courtney's live tomorrow night.
She is.
When is Courtney not live?
Oh, we gotta plant this.
She goes Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Sunday is when she goes live. And I think we're going to be kind of go in between them, but she's also doing a new schedule to which she only works until works until like 1:30. So maybe we can do like a later session. We don't know. But
Well, I
like,
mean, it's working out for you so far.
yeah, like we said, we're up anyway. We went ahead and got the $25 a month thing. We might as well.
I would have
take
just
full
been like
advantage.
lying here watching TV because, I haven't been sleeping very good. So, I think you guys going live is good for the, nocturnal people who aren't sleeping.
Exactly that, and it's only 12:30 at
I
California.
think that
right
was
now.
this mix, Courtney. I don't know if you can see it.
Melody.
Melody.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're talking about
Courtney.
Courtney.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, that has Cosmos. I want to really try to establish some serious Cosmos so they come back every year. See the little orange flower that's in it?
Yeah.
See, I picked up packs of Cosmos last year. I think I threw them all like out, and the birds got them. But
Oh,
Cosmos,
I had a bunch of stuff in my greenhouse that I had forgotten from the last time I planted. And it was like my good stuff, my expensive
yeah.
seeds.
Mm-hmm.
And I went out there and a mouse had gotten a hold of every last seed.
Oh
and
no.
ate it.
Mm-mm.
There's a lot of flowers I want to do this year.
Oh, I did them.
They remind me of like baby sunflowers.
Yeah, they're okay. I think the Cosmos are nicer. And I love the zinnias and the sunflowers of any type of sunflower.
Have you
Just
ever
so
grown
you know.
lupine?
Yeah. Gear,
That
buddy.
almost looks like it's like the cone.
Yeah.
We average like 40 to 50, and then on a good video we may get 65 views.
Well, that shouldn't be it.
Well, I know you guys haven't been talking very much in my lives on Sunday night, but this Sunday there was like 40 people on there. I was like, holy
There
cow.
was.
Yeah, we've been there.
The thing is, Melody, is we have to go to work.
I'm like, I'm
Sunday
never
night,
going to
so
get
we're
to the bottom and be able to like read everyone's comment. When you start using the YouTube button, oh my gosh.
No,
it just
we were
seems like a
there.
drag.
We were there all night Sunday. It's just we have to go to work sometimes, and it sucks.
No, what I meant by that is not communicating as much, talking as much in the last few lives.
That's exactly what I mean too. Like, we're just
there
at work.
lurking.
We're work lurking.
Right.
I mean, trust me, I'll show you my analytics for how much I use YouTube. It's 22 hours a day.
Hi, Moon over Miami.
Have a good one.
Night Moon, what are we down to? One person now?
No, we I think after Moon leaves, it'll be 7.
That's pretty good for this hour, to be honest with you.
Well, we've been holding at least 8 for 3 hours. Well, 2.5 hours. So.
Well, that's all that matters, because guess what? It's a lot of good watch hours for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if we take advantage of it. Yeah, we know
Nikki's
Nikki.
here.
See, work lurking. Nikki's in the background working.
Yeah, she's cleaning up.
Yep, that's what we
Like,
do for a living too. It's clean up.
She's like, I'm here.
He's just not getting paid for it right now.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, YouTube is my only entertainment. Mine is TikTok. See, we don't even do that.
But that's mainly
Toilet washing.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious. Oh, I forgot I was still off.
That's all good.
I totally want to get planting. I'm ready.
You got to get one of those special emojis like we have.
Grab that beside you.
I don't know how to do
I wanna
that.
show
What do you
Melody.
hit? Stop cam? Is that right?
Huh?
Do you hit stop cam to put the blank screen up?
Yeah. Like that.
See, we got our nice emoji up there.
Mm-hmm. I know I need an emoji.
What are you looking
I want to
for?
show Melody.
Well, since you
Oh.
have the app, Chris, since you have the app, can't you make me an emoji? Like, we know what I mean? Like, attach it to someone's name. I wonder if you can actually do that.
What do you want me to custom create one of those for you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From your app.
Yeah.
Doesn't your app give you an option to be able to make one?
You can't do it for your guest on a live.
Yeah.
He could help you make one for yours.
And then I
but
can email it, and then what you would do is
sign into your YouTube before or your
Well-
StreamYard before you
sign in the StreamYard, go into your broadcast, but don't choose a platform such as YouTube. Just go
Right.
in there blank. And then you'll have a toolbar on the right side. We'll say comments, banners, brand, private chat, and settings.
Mm-hmm.
The settings is more or less hooking up your microphone, a different webcam when you go to purchase it, et cetera, et cetera. Your private chat would be like conversations you would have between me and you without the chat seeing. Inappropriate stuff would happen in the chat, private chats.
Right.
Your branding is this stuff. This is your overlay. But
yeah,
this
your
is
little corner, but that's when you pay
This is
for
what
it.
you
You
get
don't
when you pay for it.
you don't have to worry about that with the free stuff because StreamYard puts their name all over your.
Yeah, yeah, that's what they do. But the whole countdown thing, that 60-second thing, when we bought the plan, it enabled us to create our own and upload it on, to which is what you, I believe, are looking to do with the emojis. The same thing with the backgrounds here. Avatar.
You're correct.
Yeah,
Well,
I
there's
am not
some-
savvy, so
It's your
There's
avatar.
some like editing software that came with this laptop, but it's not, going to be like the greatest. I haven't
That
really played
makes-
around with it yet because I don't want to upload my phone onto this laptop yet because I have a lot in my phone.
yeah.
So I was thinking about going to Filmora 10 because when I still had my laptop, I was going to do Filmora 9. And it's supposed to be an editing software for someone that never really edited before.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe I'll go that route. And then I wanted to get situated where I could do StreamYard and bring people up.
So I'll give you, at least with my computer. So, like I told you, I got a computer with the editing software within it already. So whenever the computer does a reboot or an upload, an update, I get new 3D arts, new just new stuff every update. So
Nice.
you'll have new and fresh stuff coming in.
So what you're looking at now, Melody, might not be all that's there.
The next time you reboot your computer or get an update, they might add, a few extra bird symbols, a few extra sound bits, so on and so forth.
I haven't really messed around with the computer a whole lot other than to write on people's things. We hit it by the same storm yet.
Rareseeds.com. Click on that. Gold ring sunflower.
Oh yeah, I have
I'm
that.
gonna look at that here.
Well, the Ring of Fire, they're really
There's
nice.
another one of our viewers. We have us running on the background. It's why not, right?
Yeah, the Ring of Fires are really nice. And yeah, that's a good idea. And they have an autumn sunflower that's really nice too. I'm growing a gold ring sunflowers this year. Oh my goodness, Gear, that sounds really nice.
Oh,
So when you
those
go
are
and send me some of your seed, maybe you can send me some growing gold ring sunflowers.
Do you know what they look like, Melody?
Which ones?
Yeah, she
The
was
gold
just
ring?
talking about them.
Okay.
And I grew the teddy
We
bear.
just brought up a picture, that's all.
Oh, the
The
teddy
teddy
bears
bear
where
one.
I grew. Those are like my
Yeah.
absolute favorite
Yeah.
now.
What, the teddy bear?
Yeah,
we
so
failed on
cool.
them and they were still cool.
We didn't fail. They grew.
They were supposed to be
And
like
I did teddy
hundreds of them.
bears and I did some type of citrus, but the citrus sunflower didn't turn out that great. I wasn't really impressed.
Mm.
And I got the evening ones too, and those bloomed as well.
Did you grow the autumn ones?
Yeah, I think they were evening autumn or something like that. They were the dark
No, I think
reds
mine
and
just has autumn
maroon.
in it.
All right, I'm going to have a bite. You can.
All right. I will try to handle the show.
We gotta think about wrapping up soon. Too.
Oh, yeah?
Go to bed soon.
Yeah, I know.
Where's she going?
She's gonna go crank a butt. I'm gonna man the ship, and unfortunately, she's got to take care of Dad tomorrow. Well, you know what I
Right.
mean. Go up.
Yeah.
So,
Just to
We'll
go to
have
the
to close
hospital.
it down, in a few, not immediate. Yeah, I know, Gear. It's always early, buddy. But no, like we said, since we did the plan,
Well, what's that link to?
why not? Take full advantage of it. Try to jump on here as much as possible now, because we get endless stream time.
I know, that's awesome.
But another thing, the recording. So instead of doing everything on either a camera or your phone, Melody, you can
Hold on.
what's
I'm
up?
sorry, Chris. Gold ring sunflowers. They're the mini ones. I actually did not grow them. But if he has extra seeds, I'd be more than happy to take them off his hands.
Right. Or if Gina buys them, which she probably
You know why? Because those are the ones you can cut and put in a vase.
will. So
You can make
another
it
good
beautiful
feature
dog.
with the StreamYard, instead of recording on your phone, you can record it on your laptop or your camera, and then have the green screen effect like we did with the mail call. I don't know if you saw the video we dropped today, but
I saw it.
we had our cosmic background, so that enables us to use that with recording,
Mm.
which is kind of nice, honestly. So I
It's
could,
funny. It almost
for
looks like my
you,
garden back there.
for you, you could drop a green screen behind your island table, your cooking island table, and you could put like a beach scene in the background. You could be cooking on a beach scene. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
that's funny.
That it's the end. The possibilities are endless. Now that we have the plan, what we want to do is our old green screen. We're going to lay it on the ground. We're going to pour catnip on it, and we're going to have our cats, play around on like a trippy space, Odyssey scene.
That's funny.
I think it would be, and maybe that'll be
Yeah.
like our million view hit.
Maybe.
The video that makes us.
What was it? I spent 300 at Aldi's. Is 11, I think it is. 11 something.
Mm.
I can't believe it for just the shopping haul, and that's the video that put me over.
Right? It's so funny what people
Wasn't
are
even a
interested
garden video. Wasn't even a garden video after all that.
Yeah, right? Well, interesting enough, after all the gardening videos, what's really popular for us? You ready for this? Cooking.
What?
Cooking.
Yeah, these are popular for that.
Yeah. And it's
You know
like
how much
we're
shit I used to
gardeners.
listen to from Ed? Like, Crazy Ed used to say, "Oh, people keep saying, is she just a gardening channel? Because where's the food? Where's the food?" And then I said, when I start cooking food and you all don't watch and I don't see the numbers coming up, I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
Now I'm cooking, but real life happens too, because this girl over here doesn't have an editing software. So if you hear dogs feed on the hardwood floor, or you hear my roommate on the phone with his sister talking about you can't go to the hospital for COVID, well, it's because I'm in the kitchen and he's loud in the living room,
Yeah.
Shit happens. What are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I went all this time without an editing software. So,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
I'm
here we
getting
go.
there. It's like one piece of the puzzle at a time. I just got the laptop for Christmas,
Oh, here we go. Check this out. Boom.
You can do private videos and record them with the paid version, like interviews, and edit them and upload too. Wait a second, that's interesting.
So I've been working on this melody,
Oh, that's cute, Chris.
that background there.
That's nice. Did you see Gear's comment?
I did. The one that's highlighted or the one underneath it?
Underneath of it, you could do private videos and record them with the paid version, like interviews, and edit them and upload too.
Correct. That's what I'm speaking of. That's what we did with the latest video, and the one we're dropping tomorrow too, for more presents.
It's done through the StreamYard. StreamYard.
Yep.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. And these are the virtual backgrounds, like we were saying. I have a bunch of them loaded up. Here's another one.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm not going to show that one because that's a talking point that I have set up. But here's another one. I love this one.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Yeah. No, like I all you do is go onto Google, right? And I search.
This looks like my garden. The Hawaiian fence in the back and the beds in the middle.
So what I did is I went on the Google and I typed in garden backgrounds and clicked on images, and it brought up an image that I liked, such as this. I downloaded it onto StreamYard, and as you saw, I clicked through everything that I have loaded. It's as easy as that, Melody.
Wow. Well.
So it's almost worth it, just as long as you get your money's worth out of it,
Yeah.
But since you're doing one day a week, you're already monetized.
If I'm going to do that, I would reach out to someone to go on with me to walk me through it, type of deal. First couple times. Yeah.
You could put a camera behind you, locked onto the monitor, so that way we can,
Yeah.
Yeah. Because unfortunately, you're like 6-hour drive.
What can I tell you? Could be
Yeah.
worse. I could be like 15, 18 hours.
That's what I find with most of everybody else. There's a couple neighbors up here in Maine and New Hampshire, Passamaquoddy, Twin Brook Acres, Rick, and
Yeah.
Whiskey and Sunshine off grid. I can't
Oh,
remember their
they're so
names.
sweet. They're so, so sweet.
Aren't they? They're awesome.
Yeah, they were in Ridge Lifes tonight. I haven't been in Ridge Lifes in a while. I went in there, because he caught the sea. I wanted to make sure he was feeling better.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, they were in there. I think they go live on Tuesdays every other week, but I don't remember what time. I think I want to get some type of like an erase board so I can write down the top channels and what time they go live on what night or day. I think
Yeah.
that would be a little bit easier for me,
Yeah. Yeah. No,
I know. Gear's
that's a-
good people.
that's another
Gear, you better be
feature that
subscribed to
Courtney
me.
has for being a Poop Troop member is she will
Yeah.
highlight what nights you go live on her
Mm.
community tab.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
nice. Did you hear what I said to Gear?
I'm sorry, no.
I said Gear's good people. I'm like, Gear, you better be subscribed to me, buddy.
Oh yeah, he's been in there a few times now, I believe, on Sunday
I'm
night.
telling you, if I don't get to every one of mine, it just seems like it's a never ending.
Oh,
And people always say, like, we really like the factor that you'll acknowledge every single one in the chat. People always say they like that, but it's exhausting.
it really is. I mean, I'm finding that with the comments. Like, I thought I was doing good, and I looked, and I'm 2 weeks behind on comments. So I spent a good half hour today, Melody, catching up on comments. I'm still a week behind.
Yeah.
Just I like to be personal. I like to answer every single person with my own, not the already pre-written BS that I click. Okay, everybody's mentioned. I like to be personal.
Why? Do they
Respond
have
to
them?
everything. There is a
Okay.
way to be able to, say I do the peace, love, happiness a lot. I type that out myself.
Yeah.
But there is a way where you can click on a custom made response.
Then don't tell me because I never do that.
Yeah, I have no idea how
I
that's
always
done.
try to write something, and if I give like a thumbs up and a heart to quickly just make sure everyone knows I'm acknowledging them, I'll go back like the next day or two, and then I'll write out a full comment.
Yeah, I try to do it right then and there, but like I said, I spent a half hour and I'm still a week behind. So
Gear hasn't met anyone that he clicks with to want to meet up with. Was in there. It took her 12 minutes to read what I said. I thought it was funny. Oh my gosh, I'm mortified. See, Chris, I told you.
it does happen. When I went in there and I said hello, it took like 20 minutes for you to get to mine, but I was like, yeah, I get it. Like, I get it.
And then people say something, then that gets you talking, and then you try to move on to the next. It's like,
Yeah.
the only thing I learned from Boone is to stop like, okay, like so and so, hi Boone, blah blah blah. I don't do that anymore. I just try to keep going through each comment, each question. I'm sorry, dear. I'll make it up to you this Sunday, I promise.
No, it happens. I mean, even in this chat, like I've been really adamant about trying to keep up with it today, but sometimes. The other night when I was live, I got a little triggered and had a soap op moment. I kept my cool. I got my point
What do you mean?
across in an adult manner. But, I went on this tangent and I went to the chat and I was behind for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I was in there. I was in there for that. I was trying to do like little hints, like subtle hints, like, Chris, you're ranting, or I would go on to another subject to try to snap you out of it, but no, there was no help.
Yeah, no. Once you get into it,
I know.
I'm one of those people. I have a lot to say.
So do I.
I'm an agnostic person. I sit on the fence on every matter. Most people can agree with me with what I say. So I feel like that's almost a purpose of mine, just to get up there and speak what people think. I honestly think I know what most people think, but they just don't want to say it.
Yeah. Well, that was a deeper live that night too, but
It was. I touched on a lot of points, and I mean every one of them.
I've been subscribed to a Bake a Leg and Lipstick and Homestead for at least a few days. I commented about 15 of your videos. See?
It's
It's
tough.
like it's vegetable mush brain. Did I
And
acknowledge that?
That's only with what? Like I said, on average, we get like 40, 45 views average a video. You guys are getting 100, 120.
I didn't upload a video today. I think it was yesterday. I don't know. Leave me a comment under the last video I did. I'll pin it right to the top.
I'm
So I can
so
go
behind
over
on your
them.
videos, Melody. I caught up, and then you put out days worth, and now I think I'm like 6 behind again.
I don't know
I
about all
left
that.
on your garden video because I wanted to sit there and watch what you did for winter gardening. I haven't gotten to your garden video yet and beyond. That's how far behind I am.
I still haven't posted the video from December the 17th when I went out there to harvest.
Yeah.
And I picked out, I don't know if I keep saying it wrong, but I think I called it a parsnip. That might be accurate. I'm not really sure.
Parsnip,
And it came out like this.
Nice.
You know what I mean? I was like, look, I grew a
Was it
frog.
twisted or?
No, it was straight. Like either a woman had her legs open or it looked like a frog. It was real fat at the top and had the long legs.
I have not seen that video yet. Then
that's in the square. I didn't upload it yet. That's in the square foot gardening section of everything that I wanted to plant. I think it might be a daikon radish, if I'm not mistaken. When I wanted to try kohlrabi.
Yeah.
Right. No, kimchi. I wanted to try kimchi. So I planted the 4 or 5 blocks of everything that would be needed in kimchi. But at the end of the season, I couldn't remember what the heck I even planted. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And I feel terrible about gear. I'm embarrassed. 40 people were in there. I can't even get to a high.
There's many people that are in your chat.
Yeah.
It's impossible for one person to keep
So,
up.
I mean, look at Courtney. Like, she had 40 somewhat the other day, and it just flies and flies and almost gets to the point where you have to put the 20-second timer on, but that's so crappy.
I mean, think about the day when we do finally get like 5,000 subscribers.
Oh, you
How
can't.
could you ever
How
keep
can
up
you?
with
How
that?
can you? How can you? You can't. You have to go in there with your point, talk to it, and
I
unfortunately,
also think the slow-mo, because my friend, that his channel, he has it on the slow-mo, and that I don't like that because I'm quick at typing.
yeah.
And then it's like, you must wait. So I didn't want to put that on.
But I get it. I understand it. I mean,
And that was a good Sunday. There was 40 people in there. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But fun. And also, it wasn't a venting session for me. It was let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
This is what's going on. This is where the channel's going. And this is where I stand as far as Shed Wars is concerned. I just can't give it, my 100% right now because I just don't know.
Yeah.
You're good at Big Leg and Let's Dig It Homestead. Boone was very
she's
welcoming, great mod. Oh, she really is awesome.
See, I suck as a mod. I suck.
She said that she looks at it as a job. She's there to be the hostess, and she will acknowledge every single person who comes in into the chat.
Not only acknowledge, but drop your channel immediately.
Yeah. You already know me and Boone are like super tight in real life, but so that's what she does. I want her to drop links and she says hello to everyone. She's very good that way. So I'm glad she got
we're the exact opposite of that, Melody. Like Robert is usually the one that's on top of that stuff for us, and we're like, cut it out, sit back, take a break.
Yeah, I know.
I don't expect anybody to work on my.
I know, but you probably shouldn't be so nonchalant about it, because then the number is going to come to a standstill.
Yeah, I don't know, Melody. It's just I don't know. People
and
do what
I
they
can
want,
only speak for myself. Listen, I can only speak for myself. Being in here very late tonight, it's like the other night there was some new people that came in, and we were talking amongst ourselves when you were ranting. Remember?
Yeah.
And we didn't have a way. It's like, oh, I think somebody said, "Can you drop?" Someone says there was nobody in there to drop a link.
Oh, I fixed that.
Oh yeah, that was when we had like 0 mods. Now we have like
and it's like mods. Now you can go on yours at night, and there's new people that come in,
All I'm
And
saying
we
is
all
like,
get to meet new people. It's great.
yeah, all I'm saying is I modded people. I have like 20 mods, but what I'm saying
Yeah.
is I don't expect mods to come in and work.
Yeah, just sit there and
Just
drop
sit back.
links.
If somebody asks, okay, there's a mod who can be,
Yeah, and
you know,
usually
obliging.
if somebody asks, I'll straight out be like, hey Robert, can you drop that link? Because I know
Yeah.
he's
Yeah. But, you know, I don't expect people to work in my lives. I want them to hang out, chill out.
Well, I mean, I
enjoy.
only had June like maybe once or twice where she came in and was actually able just to hang out as just like a subscriber / friend. But no, Voon mods for like 2 other channels, you know, besides
Yeah.
me. But no, if she can be there at Sundays at 9 o'clock, she's there. And then when I was able to snag Paul, that was just funny as crap, you know. But you know, with the holidays and everything that's been going on, he's just, you know, catching up on sleep,
out.
so to speak. So I have Miss Andell, and then I forget her name. They offered to mod if Voon's like, you know, busy or has to run the kids somewhere. So, you know,
Nikki's back.
the moderators know what they're doing. They know they're coming in and dropping links and doing all that type of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I just think Voon goes a little over and beyond.
Yeah. I mean, if
You
it
know.
wasn't for the fact that the trolls come in or the porn bots, I probably
Yeah.
wouldn't even have done the whole mod thing. But unfortunately,
Yeah.
you
I've been
need it.
getting that a lot lately, like underneath like my videos and under the comments.
You know what it
It'll be like
is? It's an
sex.
election year. It's an
Yeah, but it's
election year.
there'll be like 2, and then suddenly there's like 5 or 6, and I'm like, what the
Yeah.
heck? And I gotta go in and remove each one, you know.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
She says, okay, I'm back.
Facebook
Back
seems to
home.
be really bad with that right now too, people being hacked. Like
Yeah.
I got a message
That's
today.
the other
you
thing
know,
too.
being-
I don't trust not having a moderator because they really look out for your back, you know.
yeah.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah, one of Chris's cousin's girlfriends sent me a message in Facebook today.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know, we're on YouTube, and the message said, is this you in this video? And I'm thinking, oh, is it one of our videos? So I clicked on it, and it took me over to a TikTok site. So I sent her a message, and I was like, I don't have TikTok. She's like, no, don't open that. I was hacked. I was like, oh, great.
I applied
Oh,
for
Too
a
late.
job. They called me like 2 hours later for a pre-interview, so we will see if if it's
That's
anything like
awesome,
around
Nikki.
here, Nikki, you'll be working tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
I will have
Seriously.
my fingers crossed for you,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
sending
Yeah.
you all the good luck.
You know what? Ask them for more money because more than likely they're going to give it to you.
You'll get it. Yeah, they need workers.
Yep.
I stood in the Dollar Tree today for 40 minutes in line. I
Yeah.
wasn't shopping for 40 minutes. I was in
Yeah.
line for 40
Waiting.
minutes. One cashier, one stalker in the entire store.
Yep.
Yeah, they have to
And
get to
our
work.
Dollar
and stuff
Tree
too.
is hiring at $15 an hour.
It's almost worth getting a second job at this point.
Yeah.
Almost. But the hours we work, it's just we would have to exclude YouTube to do that.
Oh, speaking of,
Yeah, here it is. Another one. That was a weird name.
no, something
It's a Russian.
Oh
Russian
yeah,
bot.
I didn't say it because somebody got it real quick.
Yeah, I think it was me. I don't know.
Yeah, by Cosmic Cultivators. That was quick fingers there, thanks.
$25 an hour for
It's a
25
factory here in
hours per
town.
week.
Only
Sign
25?
me up.
I mean, I wouldn't care making 25 at 20. That's 500 and then another 5. That's 650 on a 25-hour. I'm there.
Yeah, right.
650 on 25. I am there.
That would be nice.
Yeah. I mean, what do we do right now? We do
About 35.
no, yeah, but we do 30. We do about 500 to 35, which is not horrible.
Our job, I should say, our boss and our job is very accommodating to our life.
Mm.
Yeah, you did say that before.
We're not forced to
Do
Yeah.
do that.
For instance, we showed up an hour late tonight, and the boss says, "It's okay. do you need me to take a little less off your plate given the circumstances?
Oh,
I mean,
And
we
this
said
guy-
no because what's the point of sitting home sulking? There's nothing we can do
And
to
this
make
guy
money.
is brand new. Like he just bought into our company. He
Yeah.
now owns 50%
Or more.
or
We
more.
don't know.
We don't know.
He changed the name of the company, so we're kind of inclined to think that he owns more than 50.
yeah.
But
Just makes sense.
It's him and his wife. They just moved from California here. They're originally from the area. Then they moved to California, and now they're back.
You asked for 20, Nikki. Stand on that. Absolutely. Like we said, we only make 15 an hour, Nikki. So
We push it to 25.
I mean, if they want like a leadership role, a management, or you know what I mean, a step
Or
higher,
put it
I'd be
this-
like, yeah,
Or
pay up.
put it this way, Nikki:
Yeah,
if they
more money
don't
for
blink
that.
an eye at 20, be like, well, I could use X amount more,
But 20, oh my good, 20
but
on 40
settle
is 800.
settle for 20.
20 on 40 is 800. That's the best way to think of that. And that's 32
That's a lot
month.
of chickens.
That's 32 a month. That is
You know,
that's
you
almost
look
40
at one
grand
day,
a
I
year.
look at the 20 different.
Oh,
$20
healthcare. Oh, I would
It's
totally,
now
totally
$15 an hour because of paying taxes. I'm in healthcare as a
But I think
then
that's
you just-
40K a year though. 20 an hour on
and then
40.
she deserves more than $20 an hour if she's a healthcare, a referral coordinator. Oh yeah, for sure.
You're
Oh
right.
yeah.
20 an hour covers you at like Walmart.
But here's the thing though,
Yeah.
Nikki. What
More
about
money,
the
Nikki.
second and third? You know what? I know you kind of felt inclined to get the first, if I remember correctly. Minimum wage is a wow. See, we're still old school. We're still at 8.25 or 7.75.
But there
like that.
nobody's hiring at that. Everybody
that's-
is hiring
that's
at
ridiculous.
15 or above.
Yeah, everybody's 15 or more.
Yeah, because
Because-
nobody will come out of the house for that to get paid for no
Yeah.
7 cents an hour.
There are some cleaning companies that I was seeing today on
22.
Facebook that are $20 to $25 an hour for
Yeah.
part-time.
And we're doing 15 Melody, and we're supervisors. I clean an entire building myself. She cleans 4 medical facilities herself.
Yeah, I remember I owned my own cleaning business. I paid a whole lot more than what used to are getting paid, and that's just honestly.
It is what it is. We take the benefits with it. The benefits.
Yeah.
It's enough money. We're able to splurge. You know, we did the whole YouTube thing. We're able to splurge, but that's also because we do not eat out at all.
Yeah.
We don't go anywhere. If we do, we go for a hike, which is gas
Yeah,
money.
you cut corners. You cut corners so that you can live in other ways.
And
Yep.
now that we're growing, 400 plus pounds of food a year, like that's less money we have to spend on groceries. So
Mm,
we can allocate that money in different directions
mm.
for the fun of it. I love this. This is amazing that I can interact with like-minded people, along
you know
with
what?
being
Nothing
creative,
Knowledgeable people.
knowledgeable people. And I'm an artist
Mm.
by heart, so for me to be able to display that to friends who actually care is amazing.
And you
Amazing.
know what else too? I did this before. Like my house was the cool house, but when you have things at your house, for an example, I had this amazing popcorn machine. Needless to say, it's like Blu-rays, movies, popcorn machine, cotton candy machine, I should say.
Yeah.
The soda stream and the hot dog trailer. I'm like, what do you need to go to the movies for and spend money for? It's all right there.
It's all right here.
Exactly.
You know? So that's the way that my thinking is. Get what you like, the things that you would want to go to the movies. It's worth buying it and having it because
has
there's no
been
need to go out.
years since I've gone to a movie theater, and the last time I went, I almost fell over.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna charge me $7 for a soda? Like, what? and this is
spent
why
like
we
$50,
smuggle things.
$60 just to watch.
Yeah,
a movie.
but people used to smuggle things in their bag to get in.
Yeah, we did
Mm.
smuggle a bunch of stuff in.
Yeah, we brought all of our
But
snacks.
you know what? Not for nothing though. Like what is it? The restaurant store sells the popcorn with that type of butter, and you
Yep.
just put it in the dish up above. At least on the one that I have, The heck, it makes the same damn popcorn as the thing, and it's costing me a whole lot less to buy it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
But that's what I
Yeah,
mean,
when I-
though. What are the
when I
cut
worked at
corners?
Timberland, they had those popcorn machines, and it literally what it smelled like in there when they had popcorn day. It's like
Yep.
smells like a movie
Yeah.
theater.
Yep. So, I mean, in order to be able to live, do it comfortably the way that you want, I mean, that's kind of how I did it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Never really wanted for
honestly
anything.
because of our, I don't know if you would call it frugal living. Like we have
I've always been
we have
frugal.
the $800 telescope, Melody. We have the YouTube plans. Like, I don't know. I think it's a better way of living.
65-inch TV.
You know,
Yeah.
if you look at
and
our
that's
house,
what
we
you
have the
need.
65-inch TV, the $1,000 in equipment and telescopes. Like, oh my God, these guys are rich. It's like, no, we just don't spend money. We don't, unless it's something we really want.
Right. And that's a good way to do
Yeah, we
it.
save our
Yeah,
pennies
yeah.
and rub them together. And
Yeah, you pinch pennies and you scrape
Yeah.
the bottom of the barrel and
Listen,
okay,
I don't
hey,
believe
guess
in,
what?
I
We
don't
can
believe.
splurge.
Here's the thing. I don't believe in using a credit card unless you have the money in the bank. You ain't got the money in the bank, you ain't doing it. I pay for everything in cash. That's it.
What's a credit card? I've never
Exactly. I don't have
know
any.
what a credit card is.
And that's why I won't be in debt to no credit card company.
I worked for everything I own, so
Crazy, but hey, she did not ask for much or
two
buy her
adults, a kid, 2 popcorns, 3 sodas.
I watch
Wow.
Jason. Yeah,
Two
Yeah.
adults, a kid, 2 popcorns, 3 sodas back when we watched
that's exactly what I mean.
the Jason movie a few months
It's not
ago.
worth it.
Crazy, but hey, she don't ask for much or buy herself much. Oh, that's nice here.
No,
It's
but
a good
I don't know.
treat every now and
It is-
again. One thing.
it is 4 a.m. Melody.
Yeah, for me, it's 5 after 4, honey.
Yeah, 4:07. We're in the same time zone, but
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm just a little delirious.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping
We're
until like,
delirious.
you know,
at this point.
she's got to go visit, Dad at the hospital tomorrow. So I think
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna
want to
look
try
at
to get up
everything.
there early.
Yeah.
Lots of prayers for your dad. Good luck with everything, Gina. Like I
appreciate
said,
it.
if you need me or you just need somebody to talk to without anyone else talking, just hit me up and I'll just listen and
Absolutely.
whatever you need. Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Melody.
Gear,
Thank you for being up
Nikki.
here with us.
And
Bye,
whoever
Connie.
else is in the
Nikki.
chat,
Night.
thank you so
Everybody
much.
in the chat.
Melody, thank you for
Wonderful.
coming up. It was a good chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
It
We'll
is
have to do
early
the
out
garden.
here. Hopefully, we'll be on again tomorrow night.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow night, maybe even earlier tomorrow night, depending on.
Yeah, we'll have to do a
Courtney.
gardening live again.
Yep, maybe later hours after Courtney. Who knows? Like,
Yeah, maybe. All right. Well, I'll keep the bell on. Well,
yes,
hopefully YouTube
Yeah.
notifies me again. But yeah, maybe tomorrow night. But thank you for
Absolutely.
having
Thank
me
you,
on.
Melody. You have a great
have a
night.
good one. We'll see you later.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.